Look at that! The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence.
We just got one 2 years ago after your parents were killed.
I want a new fence. That's it. We're never having sex again.
Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. Your home is your equity. What exactly are you saving it for? You need to impress people fast, not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes, which doesn't seem likely. We know living in the suburbs is a constant competition, where you're defined by your lawn and your siding. Call American Bank of Los Santos when you need to add a rec room addition with a jungle swing or a jacuzzi for 8. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar so you can get drunk in private. American Bank of Los Santos. Dreams take money. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today?
Yo, shout out to American Bank, our first sponsor of the day. What's going on?
Perfect. Los Santos.
Los Santos in the house.
Oh, shit.
Shit. It's going to be one of those days. Yeah. What's going on, Root? How's it going?
Yeah, brilliant. Brother Gabriel, unfazed by stormy weather.
So faced by stormy weather, back at it again. We made it out of the typhoon, bro. We had a typhoon day. I didn't have class or anything, so I've been streaming. But I mean, I'm glad we're here, man. I know you've been having a busy week, you know, doing your magic. Yeah,
yeah, you call it that.
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
It's the most mundane and three-dimensional sort of it, but yes.
In the real time. Oh, this is psychedelic. This is Psychedelic Elitism, Volume 5. Where do you take? Oh, excuse me. Why do you take psychedelics? Right. This is where we're here today. We're gonna ask that and some other questions as well. I am NPC the game. Back at it again, Gabriel, and I have the host with the most, the legend, the beast, the dude that's from. You know, that brings peace.
Yeah.
What's going on, Rupert?
That's his name.
G.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's
an intro. I like
that's
that. I bring peace.
Peace. Shout out to Onco 24/7 in the building. Onco 24/7 in the building. In the chat.
Wow.
Yeah. He said hit that like button on the way.
On the way in. That's right. No, so don't let me cut you off.
No. Shout out to Look Within. Look Within the homie. The hardest working man in the metaverse. What's up, man? Shout out to Let's Go. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. After that American Bank, I'm juiced. After that, this Stevie Wonder too had me going too. We jamming. Shout out to Shadow Buddha in the house. The manga out of the OC. What's going on, homie? Yeah, he brings you peace, but he's a beast with those weights and all that. What's up, man? Shout out to the big homie NPC. Yes, sir. Shout out to Shadow. Yeah, we're gonna drop that link too. We got get these knuckleheads up here too.
He said knucklehead.
Yeah, but knuckleheads. I say that with affection, endearingly. Yeah. It's 5:16 a.m. over here in District 13, Taiwan. Sipping this oolong tea.
Powerful.
Getting my cafe.
Rising early to do the work, Gabe.
Yeah, as Rupert is in the nocturnal realm almost over there.
Yeah, so 10 p.m., 10:15.
10:15. Okay, that's okay. That nightly news is just starting, so we're getting it started. So let's up, bro. What we left off last time about Silicon Valley and the psychedelic connection. You know?
No, it sounds gangster as fuck, and it actually is.
Yeah.
Blast that shot.
What is this, bro? You've been blessing us with these research points. Yeah.
I've been sniffing about here and there.
Yeah.
Look, you posed the question, why do you take, in general, why do you take psychedelics and what's there to learn, right? If anything?
Yeah. Yeah, what is it to learn? Everything, huh?
The points I dropped on you today were more in line with looking at how does the machine, including us in general,
Hmm.
profit. How does it gain from having the psychedelics in the public domain, right?
Right.
But that's not really what we're talking about today, considering the question
No.
posed.
No.
So they don't really go together. Honestly, I can say this: what do they teach you? If you ask me, they teach you that everything you thought was wrong, and that was today's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Yeah, they teach you that everything's upside down, right? Right side up, when it should be right side up. Yeah. Shout out the eternal one, the beautiful panelists inside and out. What's going on? From the land of down under, Australia. Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh. Do, 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 do. Got the NPC music going on.
I hear it, man. One of my favorites.
On code with the with the comment. Damn, Eternal, you're fine. Okay.
Yeah, getting straight down to business. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
straight to business.
I'm trying to
No, Rube.
uncover truth here. So hey, yeah.
He's
Well,
trying to uncover those drawers. Yeah, easy now. Yeah, respect.
now.
Thank you, on code. That's my eternal voice.
The accent was off.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't right. This sounds like it. Thank you, on code.
So why you ask a question like that, man, on a Friday night or a Saturday morning, whatever it is?
Oh, about why do you take because it's like we've been talking about psychedelics for like 4 weeks now, a month, right? And like, what's the whole point? Like, what's the point in taking them? Like, for me, I would say because I need a reset. I want to change my paradigm. I'm bored.
Yeah,
You
funny
know?
that you would
On the
say that
loop.
last thing, because that's what I
Yeah,
was when I was a teenager. I was bored when I for the first time took them.
yeah,
No deeper mystical shit.
yeah.
I got slapped, but you know, damn man. If you know what I would say now, as we speak, I would say if you're thinking and your habit and you're believing yourself and you get stuck in your persona, whatever. If you
Uh huh.
realize it's so deep and you need some sort of like forced rehabilitation, then you can use it. Make sure that you can get out of the house for a week or something.
Yeah, that's important to not only be prepared before you're doing which gets your set and setting right, but then after you take your journey, your trip, when you blast off, come back and debrief, right? Have a day to
Yeah.
try to get back down to the earth and see how you can incorporate it in your life.
Yeah, literally fill yourself with new habits because the ones you had might, unless you go back right away into them like muscle memory, the ones you had might not stay or are more likely to be changed rather after the psychedelic influence, right?
Right,
Or because of it. Yeah.
right. Because don't ever forget this.
Will you take? Again, come on. I'm going to take two.
asking, have any of us ever seen entities in psychedelics? Gabriel, the floor is yours.
No, unless you count the grid system as the setting of the grid system an entity. No, I have not seen one. I thought I felt one behind me staring at me off ayahuasca, but never seen anything, my friend.
Get into that.
How about
Get
you?
into that. Can you
Oh, let
say
me
more
get
about
into
that?
it. I saw things I thought was an entity, like when I was after allegedly took some pharmawaska, which is like what's it called? The tree bark. Oh, Acacia confucius bark. Made into a tea, steeped into a tea, and then added some Syrian rue for the MEO and human inhibitor, so your stomach will hold the psychedelic. And I took it, and then like as it was coming on, I looked at my ceiling fan in the dark, and it looked like there was a baby that was being birthed out of the light bulb
Okay.
container. Yeah.
Hold
So
up.
yeah. 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 And then Justin called me at that moment, and Dimitri called me, and I looked at my phone, and in the phone the numbers were jumping out at me, and it looked like gang Lord of the Rings elfin text script
Right.
like jumping out at me. Yeah. So yeah, that's the closest I've seen. Yeah. And then I was funny, but that story's funny enough because that like I'm like, Justin, I have these errands I have to run with my wife. Do you think I should go? It was just about to hit. Yeah, no, Justin. He was like, "Oh yeah, bro, you should go."
yeah.
But he's like,
Go ahead.
"Hell no."
Go out.
Yeah, but then he's a good man, right? But then he's a good man, so he's like, "Hell no, you shouldn't go. Stay the fuck there, dumbass." And I stayed there and threw up like for a couple hours. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. What about you? Did you see anything, Rupert?
Yeah, before I answer that, it's interesting. I think that the interesting thing you notice that the meaning of the characters, of the letters,
Right.
that it all dissolves. That's interesting. Have I seen an entity? No. I've gotten pretty sure that I had a thought in my head that wasn't mine. Felt like something was talking to me for a little bit. But I did have, in that period of extensive experimentation, I should say, one night while I was falling asleep, that I thought that the lady was pulling a joke on me and tickling me in the sides. She mounted me and started tickling me, and I kind of, what's the word? I pulled up my legs and pushed her off, to the point where in my mind it's kind of mean, but I was so not enjoying that she would do that. I wanted to make it clear that I didn't, so I didn't mind being gentle.
Yeah.
So kick the sheets off and all that stuff, lower my legs, and I noticed that she's just asleep next to me. And this was no dream. This was real. I felt the fingers going through my ribs, essentially. That was so nuts. And I've heard such experiences. More people, they say with these, what is it? That sleeping stuff. I like that.
Sleep paralysis?
Stuff like that. But that wasn't it.
Yeah.
I clearly wasn't paralyzed. I kicked the
Right.
motherfucker off. You know what I actually wanted to do after that? I was thinking that I should have turned him over. Hook his one leg and his arm and then turn him over, or whatever. Her.
Yeah.
Sort of like a wrestling kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
It was so real. Like I'm just saying, I wasn't
Yeah.
paralyzed. I've heard this before. Brother Rico had an experience like that, and today.
Oh, Regal. Okay.
Yeah, and today
Shout
I
out to
saw
Rigo.
something about shout out to Brother Rigo, man. Da, 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 da. I saw something from the right wing icon Tucker Carlson, right, from America. That he also had. He had a thing like that happen to him as well. He said he was bleeding and everything. That's fucking wild, though. Anyway,
He's bleeding.
yeah, bro, from his uterus.
Tucker, he was he giving birth to? His water broke, huh?
I don't know what that was about. But anyway,
Yeah. So
you know,
this,
so I
so
felt,
keep going.
I've never seen it. I felt it. To answer the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. You felt it. Yeah. That's what I get. The feeling it, right? Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. And you've taken large doses too, right? Of psychedelics, I imagine. You took in large
Yeah,
doses.
actually, the first significant time I kind of overdid it, and I smoked
Mhm.
a 1 gram joint, which was a bit over the top. I didn't
Mhm.
realize I was getting fucked already by the mushrooms. So, after an hour, I finally rolled shut the joint. Turned out I put all we had in it at the time. Wasn't much. We're
Mhm.
teenagers,
Mhm.
and that kind of gave a certain gave a certain chaotic boost to the whole thing. But that drove me to the
Mhm.
point of total. I was wide awake, but no more person. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
I told you that scene
Nothing
from the
there.
Matrix when in the first Matrix they go into the Matrix to practice, right? So there is this endless white void, and they can conjure, summon anything they like from the program.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah,
That
we say the holodeck, right? That's what I always bring it back to the holodeck.
basically. But
Yeah, when the files of
was,
the guns come out, all those files of the weapons and shit, right?
to me it
That
was
scene.
base reality. Yeah, exactly that scene. And to me
Hmm.
that was base reality and
Hmm.
endless nothingness, no time, like literally
No time, huh?
the inexistence of time, and that was horrifying.
Damn, that would be
Like
horrifying.
it was all right. You know what's
Being
funny?
stuck like that.
It was all right for the moment. I was so out of my mind that there was absolutely no sense of self, and the moment there was only a shimmer of sense of self, it started to get real uncomfortable. Because for you, as a localized being, that's total horror. It's incompatible. A mind
Yeah,
and a separate mind and that place. That's incompatible.
right. Yes. Some people get in a loop; they get trapped in that place.
Last time I was toying with the deems, I got in a loop. I think I must have been
Mm.
smoking ashes because I made the chunga stuff. I must have been smoking ashes for maybe an
Changa, yeah.
hour,
Which is DMT, right?
essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ceremonial psychedelics used in Roman Greco-Christianity. Yeah, the sacraments.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
for
one.
sure.
That's the one you want to know.
Maybe
Read
near
that
to
again,
the
please, sir.
psychedelic. Ceremonial on code 247 range says ceremonial psychedelics used in Greco-Roman
Hmm.
Christianity.
This is where we talk about the mysteries of Eleusis, which is something that anyone who was anybody was a part of, right? In Greek society, some type of initiation. I call it a
Yeah.
festival, bro, because I always want to try to relate things to now. Because if we're living in a fractal universe, what happened there is actually going on now, in a sense. So, like, I related my own Coachella experience to my version of the Lucian mysteries.
You might not be
Because, right,
far wrong. Yeah, elaborate, please.
well, yeah, because, like, I mean, the elites went to the Elysian mysteries. The common, quote unquote, common folk went too, and anyone in between, right? If you were a seeker, you went there to get your
Uh,
mind blown. Hopefully, not your back blown out if you're a dude.
Look, for the
It's a
record,
Greek.
most people were on the level of servants, slaves, which would
Right.
equate to you and me these days. Not to be cynical or whatever, but
Yeah.
they give us the right to vote. But that's not really, what does that mean? But, like those people didn't go there.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it was
They didn't go
definitely
there,
not.
probably.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been, I'm not really an expert. I've done a fair share of reading on the subject, but I don't think
Yeah.
peasant folk, got the privilege. I mean, the whole point was to initiate the rulers, to
The-
educate the rulers and to
Right.
show them, the higher cause, the higher truth, the broader spectrum.
Yeah. To show the people who are the policymakers, the paradigm the paradigm
Yeah, then you
shifters
go
or,
in,
or
you're gonna
deconstructors.
you think you're gonna change some shit with your political campaign and blah blah. Sit down now that you're the president elect. Sit down, take
Mhm.
this. You know, here's the real shit, okay? And then you come back and then you say, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Next time somebody asks you about aliens, you go, you don't even know. Yes, you skip over it because you start to sweat.
Yeah.
Imagine, man, shit. I mean, we established in the past few weeks that it's a key substance to rewrite a person. It
Right.
helps. It's a technology. It's a method. There's different ones, but it definitely works. In the same way that it can help you on a personal level, kind of rehabilitate, I guess, yourself.
Yeah.
You might have
Yeah.
heard that there's a high rate of helping people to stop smoking, for instance, stuff like that. What does that have to do? It's like your habits, literally your habits, just loosening those up, and then it's on you after that to change that. I kind of lost my train of thought now, man.
No, I'll pick it up. Run with it like Michael Vick running from the police after a dogfight.
Whoa.
The whole thing about I talked about this on earlier the week about a stream where we're talking about Quetzalcoatl and this new awakening 2020 2025 and like how people nowadays and it piggybacks off our last show about Silicon Valley and psychedelics, how a lot of people now that are in the psychedelic circles, they're taking psychedelics for their own personal awakening or healing trauma, or like specifically what we're talking about, these venture capitalists and engineers and materialists, people are trying to produce consuming goods that we can consume. They're taking psychedelics to get the new edge and being a better product peddler, as McKenna would say, and they're going on these retreats. Whereas a lot of these indigenous cultures, shout out to JR, who's definitely on that tip about acknowledging the indigenous cultures. Like they're more about when they would do it, how they're going to help the community. And now it seems like a very ego driven.
Those people, there you have it. Those people, their set and setting was their small local community. Their brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts. Their tribe, essentially.
Right.
Not in all of them, make no mistake. There were proper civilizations, in America before the Spanish arrived. But we are a very much individualized people, We're all
We are.
us. It's insane.
I heard somebody say today, I was listening to old Jan Irvin, and this other dude he was speaking to, you probably know who he is, and they touched on something that they're saying, this reality that we're experiencing, even if it's not the base reality, the overlay seems to be some type of Abrahamic like simulation that's like basically with the Islamic style of it. And this is why I think that like when you really look, if you talk, shout out to On Code, if you really want to get into the Mason stuff, like deep into it, a lot of it is at the end of it is whatchamacallit, it's the Islam.
Shriners. You mean the Shriners?
The Shriners, yeah.
Shriners,
Yeah.
you mean that. Yeah, but look at the significant likeness of what's it, the famous, I think it's Isfahan or something, right, in Iran. There's a famous mosque there.
That beautiful mosque, yeah.
Oh my god, dude! And that's 100% that space. That's 100% that space. There's no question about it. Like even the most skeptical, kind of how I see myself. I'm so skeptical about all this shit. All these people that want to talk about this shit. The Joe Rogans, the Vice.coms, all these fuckos. If it's on the screen, be skeptical, okay? But anyway, you cannot deny the similarities.
No, it's very psychedelic. It has roots in psychedelics.
There you go. And there's no, This is very much not a what we say. The inspiration is a divine one, if I can say so. Is such a thing.
Yeah.
It's not, just some fancy artist. There's a reason that these people, in their search for God, came across these images and found them significant enough to erect whole buildings out of. Look at that. Look, that is the digital DMT simulation being built.
Right. It's all there.
It was all a dream. Used to read DMT magazine.
Ketamine was all up in my limousine.
Yeah.
Hanging LSD on my wall. Every Saturday it was shrooms.
Molly.
All right, man. That's
and,
enough.
A 40 to top it off. Okay.
The 40 to top it off, yeah.
Let's get into the little comments here a bit more. A little bit more.
Where do you go? Comment from On Code? Where do you go when you trip? Good question.
Well, last time it was a barrel of mercury snakes while I was reading the Old Testament. So I stopped that.
Shaggy.
That was wild. Yeah. I was reading that shit. I was experimenting with it. So I think it was some acid and some what was that? I can't remember.
You said Rupert Smalls.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Indeed, that's what I think as well. Going back there, Onko said maybe Neo took a psychedelic when he took the red pill. Something.
Nero. Yeah, he took the red pill. I mean, you said Neo?
He said Neo. No, Nero took the
Nero Jack, I think he said.
No, Neo.
I don't know,
Neo
maybe
from the movie The Matrix, brother.
Okay, I thought he said Nero. Oh, Neo. Okay, I got that guy. That dude took the suppository, probably red pill suppository. But yeah, Neo took this. Yeah, he took something, right?
He took something.
I've seen that on Code. That gray metallic metal that went all over him, his body as he swallowed the red pill. Yeah, I saw that in my frame of vision around the edges.
And the sound it makes in the movie. What do you think?
Yeah,
about
that screeching sound.
That stuttery digital. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a modem on an acid.
Yep. I mean,
let's do it.
Start reflecting off the walls, and then it turn into that, and then you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, we gotta get some of these guys that we know that take massive amounts of psychedelics.
No, Momo Burger. Oh no.
Momo Burger, huh?
What is it?
What the hell is this? It's Centrex, the sponsor of the second half hour of the broadcast.
Yeah, are you tired of your disgusting flesh vessel?
Are you tired of it?
The Matrix is everywhere.
The Matrix is
all
everywhere.
around us.
You think that's
in your
Even
culo.
now, in this very room.
Your culo, yo.
You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television.
That's the
You
focal
can
point of
feel
it.
it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes.
I want to see him swallow the pill.
It is-
What is that one? Oh, you see right here. This is it.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends.
He's gonna pop.
You wake up in your bed and
from the
believe
advertisement,
whatever you want to believe. Tank, we're going to need a signal soon.
Got a fibrillation.
APOD, location, target.
Yeah, man. And you know what?
What's up?
Then everything was sober, and it said, "He already knows."
Oh yeah, it's what you said. They show that holodeck. This is what. Well, I shouldn't have stopped it right there. What you were referring to, my friend. This part.
Yeah, exactly. He's tripping. Coming out of his trip, he can't believe it.
That's what happens when you take a lot of psychedelics. You end up throwing up a lot of times.
That's a sign, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want to,
it's a toxin, right?
Ways, yeah?
Is it a toxica?
Chica toxica.
Is it toxica? It's like, in a way, it is, right? A poison. What time is it?
Poison. Yeah.
Are we talking poison? Yeah.
I don't know. Is it like is it really the dead plant's way of having animals not eat it in the future? I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how we get the spices, right? The herbs because those strong flavors is what keeps the sun bugs away from it. Yet it attracts us, right?
What do you think of Los Macacas eating mushrooms to gain consciousness by accident? That whole idea. I know it's been a little bit.
Oh, okay. Human consciousness.
It shows up in the chat, but I think we might have talked about it, but still tape stuff.
Oh shit, we got the Stone Black Panther.
No,
what's going on Code 24/7? How's it going, bro?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Chilly. Let me introduce you to my good friend, my brother from another On Code, my other brother from another, Rupert.
Hashtag not the man in the picture.
Not to be. You want to make sure that's not him,
dude. Yeah,
they'll be capping.
Dude.
They'll be capping.
Look at it.
Look at this.
Look at Chef. What are you talking about? That ain't me, man.
On Code. What's up, man? That's Flint Dibble.
So I hate rock bottom, man. You can't make fun of that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Is he a Joe Rogan lackey?
No,
Flint Dibble.
He came on together with Graham Hancock to kind of do a quote unquote debate, as far as that goes on the Disney Rogan experience. On one of these ancient civilizations, or Graham Hancock's new series,
right?
And then now they try to give him shit in a follow-up episode that he made some erroneous claims.
Yeah.
I just found this picture.
It's great. I did the string shot, and then you don't even know what the text said above his head originally.
I never seen that before.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. So On Code. Shout out to Special K in the building. Our sister from the Shire. Her and our brother Jay, NPC and Rupert On Code. Yeah.
Is she from the Shire?
From the Shire. Yeah, we call it Chirac, the Shire. Right. Yeah, this is from Chicago. We love our Chicago people.
Okay.
Family.
The smelly onion.
The smelly, that's what it meant, right? By those Native Americans, they called it that, huh?
Really? Yeah. Chicago?
Yeah. Yep.
Yo.
Tell them On Code.
Yo. And that's what they brought. That's what they brought over.
It's between their legs.
Oh, get out of here.
So no,
I was kidding.
I had a question.
What's going on, Eternal? 20 minutes, we'll see you. That's hold on. That's like the little Uzi verse. 20 more minutes, summer. 20 more minutes, summer. Okay, we'll see you.
On Code, guys.
What'd you say On Code?
No, I was going to ask. So, what's the
turn this shit down
with Silicon Valley and psychedelics? Like, what's the association?
Damn, where you want to start?
Well, let's see this. Let's say this. Okay, you've heard of the hippie movement, right? Of course, like the 60s and whatnot. Well, a lot of that started in the San Francisco Bay Area, which On Code was a resident. Basically, I thought he was actually from there. It could have fooled me. But, the hippie movement. And the reason why the hippie movement started in Haight-Ashbury Park in San Francisco, Golden Gate Park, is because they were doing psychedelic MK Ultra experiments up and down the peninsula in the Bay Area in the 50s and 60s at Stanford Hospital and also at the Palo Alto Veteran Hospital. And it was a matter of time where those secret clinical studies ended up on the streets of San Francisco in the Haight. And then they just started dosing people. Yeah. Acid, yes.
Yes,
acid in particular.
which spawned a sort of like half-conscious counterculture thing, which in itself, with the technological advancements of the time, spawned the personal computer and the internet essentially. Internet obviously coming from ARPANET, which is
Right.
is a whole story on its own. But the first computer, geeks, they were kind of, they fancied themselves rebels, to the establishment and stuff. It didn't
Yeah.
take long before a lot of those initiatives got corporatized, like the
Right.
Macintoshes and stuff and the Microsofts. But it
Yeah,
spawned
like
from this freedom psychedelic kind of new wave thing.
Mhm.
And why we've been talking about it much is that because it's hardly as organic as it seems. Turns out, going all the way back to well, you could indeed say maybe all the way back to ancient times. If you want to consider the technology of the psychedelic, but going at least all the way back to the early 50s, where it got studied and
Right.
shit, for military purposes. To now, you've seen it on YouTube,
John Code, your mic's a little popping a little bit. You're moving around a little bit. Your mic. There you go. Go ahead. You said to YouTube?
Oh yeah, I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I
Yeah.
was just saying you can see the psychedelic community thing on YouTube now, and again,
Oh
in the
yeah.
time,
That's how
in
we
the time,
met.
yeah, in the time
Oh.
of technological development, we've
Right.
seen in our little journey, if you can call it that, we've seen that every time there's this sort of like boost to ingenuity or something, or at least the public adaptation of it, it coincides with a significant cultural
Mhm.
shift or
It
change,
does,
and
yeah.
not necessarily what's the word, depending on each other, but coinciding, more like it.
Yeah. And a lot of times these things are catalysts. We're totally ripping off from McKenna. Catalysts for the imagination. You brought up Uncle earlier about Steve Jobs, right? Rest in peace. Oh, like he was into acid and Eastern mysticism. Growing up, and he went out on a limb when nobody else was really talking about this in the tech field to say that his psychedelic experiences were one of the biggest things that inspired him to create his products, right? Because if you think about it, Steve Jobs, he didn't originally create any of the products that he became famous for that are in all our houses now, basically. All he did was figured out a way to make those products better and more attractive to us, right? And more practical, because
Very
there are
likely the
right?
psychedelic will play part in that.
Because it literally makes you look at things like from a different perspective, right? Especially when you're stuck in one way. That's what happens to a lot of artists, aka engineers, right? You get stuck on a problem,
Hey, with
and you can't get around it.
set off to do the same thing.
Mhm.
Just what you get used to what works. I go back to play music whenever. What works? You start off in the thing you know by heart.
Yeah.
It's like habitual, like you go through these patterns or some shit.
Yeah.
If you take the psychedelic, for a moment you loosen, all these patterns come on equal footing. There's no automatic path or something.
Yeah.
Keep that into account, and then you can reorganize it a bit. So then somebody looking at this computers at Macintosh go, it can be better. How? I don't have the answer. It sounds so stupid, but I don't have the answer. I drop that shit and they go, I see.
Yeah.
It glorifies it a bit, but yeah, it was necessary. The
Yeah, it was
idea was
necessary.
more, what comes after the Industrial Revolution, like people in that time that witnessed the coming of it. They thought about it, wrote about it, envisioned the future, because there was going to be a fourth industrial revolution in that sense. But people needed to change for that,
Right.
I've come to believe that essentially the whole of the hippie movement and everything that we talk about, psychedelic-wise, magic-wise, Eastern mysticism-wise, it all found its way here, I think on purpose. Like the floodgates have been open to facilitate loosening up our habits and, to open us up for the new way, which I think we start to see the veil lifted off a bit, since early epic worldwide flu times a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I saw the utopia, imagine a perfectly organized utopia, no more fighting politicians, and no, we're all equal under the guidance of, the loving machine. That's our ideal.
Gotta laugh at that. But yeah, this is what these social engineers
They
sell.
are creeps. I think they're fucking scary people. Like I imagine kids that never socialized in high school, scared of other people, wanting to pacify everything to a point where they can oversee it, and that's a perfect tranquility, and that's a sort of forced upon peace. You gotta embrace differences. It's the fucking spice of life, man. It's beautiful.
Right. Got all these
The errors,
Yeah.
The Neos. To go back to Neo, the Matrix. Neo is a construction of the Matrix. It's built into itself to find its weak spots every iteration over and over. That's why Neo exists. It could be anybody. The program of the Neo is there to be a free radical to find the weak spots of the Matrix. To find it, fix the Matrix, version 2.0, stronger, tighter, put in the new Neo, see if it finds its way out. That's it.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
I mean,
ladies and gentlemen.
What'd you say at the end, Luke?
I said, welcome to the Gnostic Mass, ladies and gentlemen.
The Gnostic Mass. That's another thing. You just brought it up with Jan, and then we're talking about like this. The Gnosticism is off the hook because basically he was saying that anything psychedelic, the psychedelic community, it's all Gnosticism.
If you go further in that and see, where in elite circles, quote unquote, since old days, that's been kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You also see that kind of, indeed, I joke about it, but it seems like they kind of despise the flesh. They despise.
Yes, they hate it.
They hate it. They hate reality. The fact that
they don't want children, anti-human,
anti-life, and everything.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I mean, that's Gnosticism right there. That's what they cause us to do. The Gnostics, though, like the whole prison planet motif, that's what comes to mind. I think Gnosticism are some of the first Christians, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
The Gnostics, right? And they believe that we're living in a prison planet. At least, I mean, there's different versions of Gnosticism, but for the sake of this conversation, we'll say like the ones that believe that this is a prison planet we're living in, a hell realm, and there's a false god that's acting like it's a real god, aka the demiurge, and there's 12 archons at least that are managing, keeping us locked in this moon matrix reincarnation cycle.
Yeah. Which you could also bring closer to home and personify it or personalize it in the way of those being your senses, and the fake matrix is you, as I say, experiencing from in front of your eyes and not, behind your eyes, witnessing your eyes watching.
Yeah.
It's that the matrix is your incarnation.
Right.
Your complete awareness is. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking, when in the Christian law, when they gave Eve the apple, it's supposed to open up her mind, and they learned all kind of mathematics and shit. So it's like, I wonder if he gave them psychedelics, or if the tree of knowledge had psychedelic effects. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I think that is, because she became self-aware after that. They started covering up.
Oh, she's naked.
Yeah. That's a good point. I think it's a metaphor indeed for that thing. And you know what? I think you could easily come to a certain awareness of the sort without any substance. But
not as fast though.
No, I think those things would happen by accident, in a fever dream or something, and still then you doubt it.
Right.
The self-awareness. But that's a tricky beast, man. I think that's at the core of a lot of our problems. That we, a lot of our drives and impulses come from the animal, yet we are self-aware. And, we struggle with acknowledging and dancing with that animal.
Mm-hmm. That's why we need, like, Kay was dropping knowledge in the chat about the psychedelic connection with the Bay. The Merry Pranksters, they were definitely testing the Matrix and with their trickster ways, but also literally spreading LSD.
Yeah.
And they influenced the Grateful Dead. That was their house band. And then you know what they used to call the Grateful Dead before they were the Grateful Dead? The Warlocks.
The Dead and Touring.
Yeah, the Warlock. Yeah. Over there in Redwood City, California. On the peninsula.
The whole idea of, if people just, I think they only meant and I mean Leary and that whole jam back then.
She spoke him
only
too.
Managed to get a handful of officials outside of like the known intelligence and intelligentsia, So I'm saying like OSS, CIA, but also the intellectual peoples that were involved in these circles in the early psychedelic research. From the political, like public domain, like officials, they only got a handful of people to actually take some of that stuff, because their whole idea was, as you might have heard Joe Rogan say, and people like him in current days, that if we could only get all the world leaders mushrooms one time.
Yeah.
I think there's actually something to that, but it sounds a little childish if you pose it away, but it came from that idea. So then they literally just, I guess that constitutes roofing a whole party, because it is said that they lace the doorknobs in the house with acid, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, that goes along the lines what you just said. By accident, somebody can come to the awakening of self-realization, but if you're getting doused with LSD, like covertly, you might not even be able to use that intense experience to benefit you. You might just be freaked out because you don't know what the hell happened. Even though when you do know what, you took a substance, you still don't know what happened. But at least I would think you would have a better integrative trip if you know what's happening rather than dosing people.
How about yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, please go.
How about when you do not know, you're unaware of you being dosed, but you're in a completely chill state, like we're talking now, this is, it's just us three here, we're just chilling, and then suddenly you go, yo bro, I got like 10% smarter all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. I feel what's going on here? Like, okay, you're just vibing with it, Maybe at some point, if you took enough, shit starts to get visually interesting. Okay, that's a cue, of course, but then you just benefit from it by being unaware of it, yet riding it. So the natural you, not interfered by the notion of having taken something, can be freely you, yet enhanced, if you want to see it that way, by the substance. You know what I mean? Like normally when you take something, you sit there, you wait for the onset, blah de blue, that has an effect on your experience. Still here, bro?
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That does have an effect on your experience, and I think everyone, it could benefit a lot of people to take it. Yeah. To take it just to shift your paradigm. Paradigm mean your perspective of what you think is, important, right? But I think that a lot of these politicians have probably taken psychedelics. However, it may have been so far removed from where they're at now that it don't even matter, because it's so long ago. And no, because you see a person. I can't see a person like Putin, Emperor Putin, or Khan, Xi Jinping taking psychedelics. That'd be a trip.
Also, if it's not like a big like endowment ritual, like some sort of ceremony of sorts within their respective, spiritual, religious club, whatever they're into. I mean, then it has me. If they're into any such thing, it's the way you dress it up. I
Right.
mean, if you're gonna ask such a gentleman, "Hey man, you want to hang out and like be all like stoners and shit?" They go, "Oh my god, get this peasant away from me," and rightfully so. But if under the guise of Rick Strassman's DMT, science, then it certainly has a different tone. Not saying it has the same quality. And even if, what if these guys in college took some shit?
Yeah. So what? Or was it? Shout out to King's Shift, the one and only out there at Gotham City, New York, Nueva York. Because the comment, Kamala loves the white powder. During her presidency, I'm sure she will upgrade. Do you mean the white powder like Uncle Fatty's?
Bro,
he goes down he shreds the slopes on his what's it called, snowboard in Idaho. Not that type of white powder, right? Yeah.
No, this type of white powder. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a dunce. Never mind.
I mean, does she do it? I mean, she claims she smokes weed, right, Uncle?
Yeah, she says she smoked weed, but I don't know. She got that Hindu background. She probably,
Say Hindu.
They probably got their own psychedelic drugs in their culture.
Yeah.
Big plex of opium.
Opium.
Big.
Y'all remember that movie Limitless, where the dude took the pill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard that one's good. I haven't seen it. I need to see it. Yeah. It's kind of like Lucy.
Yeah, it is kind of like Lucy.
Yeah.
But so let me ask y'all, do you think the elites of the world, right? Do you think they're using psychedelics recreationally or ceremonially or just in general? Do you think elites are using
Not elites, huh?
If you allow me to kind of put obscure next to that, so being like elite, not necessarily out of wealth or whatever, in control, but also obscurity. My wildest, juiciest fantasy idea I have about that, way beyond the realm of proof, is that that it is indeed being used and maybe sourced from its most extreme source, from the most extreme ways unimaginable to us, to indeed interface with hyperspace on a stable, constant level, to draw in whatever, like a Faustian bargain. I mean, that seems what these priests throughout the years, that's the vibe I'm getting. I don't know if it's what you would call baseless. I have no proof, but I do think that happens, man. And not only in the low levels, maybe like a little sacrament thing, initiatory stuff. But I mean, it's literally described in some of these, really by now quite old magic fraternities and stuff, where it doesn't matter if we believe it. These people write about it. They seem to be trying it. They say, we take this and that substance. We have this and that physical interaction, to build up these energies sexually. And then we chant this and that name, trying to get a certain spirit involved, and then see if we can impregnate the lady and then incarnate this being. These people, that's a fact.
Yeah. That their real technology. They have those women who were basically the incubator for the next leader of the new eon, as Crowley would say.
If from a peasant, I feel like I'm just a peasant plowing the field here, and I'm looking over, seeing that shit, and go, okay, what the hell, whatever.
Right. Yeah. Over the hedge. This is coming from eternal, maybe transmitting true frequency in the form of quantum entanglement. Yeah. Once something gets entangled, you're always connected too.
Yeah.
No matter where you are in the universe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might, if if a certain anchor, if you can create a certain anchor in a way, you know, like for somebody that you're with a lot or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If
It's
that's the
enmeshment, man.
entanglement we're thinking about.
Yeah. We used to call it enmeshment in the sweater group I was in. Stormy Weather Existential Detective Agency. And enmeshment is what all of us probably experience, especially if you have a family. You grew up in a family. You're meshed together through your entanglement. So much so that if a family member does something obscene or even just weird, a lot of people won't even bring it up sometimes because it'll just rock the whole foundation of what the family is. So things get not addressed because you're enmeshed and entangled. Yeah. That's why people who look at things like impersonally and like scientifically tend to go far in this weird I guess something Saturnian satanic matrix we're living in, because they're not enmeshed with things as much.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of that. I would say that measurement, as you say, is like a overly like receiving feminine type deal. Like seems to be a disbalance, not enough outward movement. If it's only that, if that's the main reason you cannot progress into something new, you know, i.e. the outward movement, then that's unhealthy. And the other way around as well. If you never stop to consolidate and grow, you know, bring in the bounty and have it what's the word?
Yeah, on code. That's what most people do. I think. I think why I would do psychedelics is to kind of reset and slow down, because our lives are so jacked up and revved up that we're like almost on a loop, on a pattern, like a real life NPC, a robot, you know, and you don't get a chance to analyze what you're doing so you can make adjustments. So a psychedelic will literally force you to stop what you're doing physically. Sometimes you can't even move or want to move. And in doing so, you slow down and you look at the patterns in your life sometimes and see what's serving you, what's not serving you. So, and that would be comparable, something that an elite, quote unquote, owner of the planet who thinks they own the planet would need to do. And I think that, and probably Shift knows a lot about this. I would think that the more the managers of this new world order, like the presidents and the legislators and the business CEOs and executives, they probably take what they call it, topics.
Nootropics.
What do you call it? Nootropics, yeah, for brain enhancement, right? Isn't that what that stuff's supposed to do?
Yeah, but don't you think these people are more inclined to take over-the-counter speed or something, amphetamines? You know. Yeah, but look at this too, like, especially with, for example, Chat GPT. Think about how that type of technology can probably come up with all these new neurotropics and even psychedelics that were never even thought of before. That's insane. Yeah.
It's gonna be wild, bro. We're living in it's about to look like we were talking about earlier, cyberpunk mixed with Shanghai, China. Yeah. That's what Blade Runner was. If you ever watched Blade Runner, it was like China combined with third world Latin America combined with like New York City.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what about the demographic of the thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's been a big topic lately. Hey, good day.
Hey, what's going on, Eternal? How's it going?
See you today.
Oh, you got a fit check, drip check. All right.
I got the banana print.
Yeah.
Check
You like
out.
it?
Oh yeah, we like that. We like that. We like that. Check this out. Yeah, for sure.
Put it on the big screen. Give him the big screen.
Looking good as usual. What is that? What is that print? Is that like some that's my rag. That's my colors. One of my colors. Dang. Yacht. Damn. Yeah. So yeah, I want to introduce you to our friend On Code. I think you know
Yeah, that's
Rupert
my
already
new
for
best
sure.
friend.
Yeah, but
I didn't
last,
even
Yeah,
last
know.
new best friend.
That's my new best friend.
Okay, cool. It's good to have good friends. Yeah,
What's up, Rupert?
good. Hey. Last time I looked like
bandana.
the monkey puppet monkey.
Look at this. It's comment from Special K. Bubble butt. I'm jealous. Huh? Don't be
Just
jealous.
eat lots of food. That's what happens.
Just eat food.
Just eat.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
yep.
so Eternal, where did you ever take? So the topic of today's psychedelic elitism, Volume 5, is why do you take psychedelics? Have you took a psychedelic before?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I've had taken a lot of drugs in my life.
Uh-huh.
And I've overdosed, had a near-death experience. With prescription medication, which was fucked up.
Okay.
But psychedelics, I tried to tap into it, but you know what? Energetically, it just kept on rejecting for me because I had acid, right? It was a straight up dud. Like it didn't even work for me. I was just up for 2 days straight. And then I tried to do ecstasy, pills, but it was laced with some other shit. And that shit was a dud too. So all the other drugs that I've done worked, but nothing when it comes to psychedelics works for me for some reason. It was it wasn't meant for me, So,
Okay. Yeah.
but
I think I have a certain similar experiences. Like the first time I tried DMT, not much happened. I don't think I hit it. I think I hit it like a punk though. That's why. I learned from that shit though. You got to hit it like you're been on meth for 5 years, and it's the last hit of creation until you go in rehab. That's how you got to hit it.
Something like that. Yep.
Something like that, huh? Yeah.
The snow cone was fun. Cocaine on top of weed, on a cone, that's fun. I used to love doing that. But yeah, so I had a fucked up experience with Ritalin, which is speed. And I was
We took that in 4th grade.
Yeah, and I was only literally fucking
Prescription.
15 years old. And I took about 8.5 Ritalin. And my body was shutting down,
What's
really
normal?
bad.
What's normal? What's your normal?
Probably one dog.
Yeah, because it's prescription.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to take it on go 8.5. But
When you have ADHD and stuff as a kid, you're supposed to take that.
No, my friend had it. These guys had them. But you know what?
Yeah.
Now that I'm older and I know shit, I'm just yo, they were fucking demons. Demons were literally trying to get rid of me.
Really? The dudes they gave you the dude they gave you it, or the actual pill?
No, the dudes that gave it to me, they were fucking demons.
Okay.
They had some cloaking abilities or some shit. They were trying to get rid of me for real. Because they've made it very hard for me to be here. I've had many experiences like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, my body was shutting down so bad. And I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, I couldn't everything was just shutting down. And my dad was oh, you're just high, because I used to smoke with him all the time. And he's oh, you're just high. And I'm no, and I told my stepmom, because I was scared of my dad. So I told my stepmom what I took, and she's no, we have to take her to the hospital right now. And the nurse was if you didn't take her and she went to sleep, she would have not woken up in the morning. So yeah, it's thanks to my stepmom for saving his life.
Yeah. Shout out to them.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, this is why the prescriptions is the reason why people probably shouldn't fuck with that shit so much. Or at least
So what would
take
y'all
5
say
of them.
is
That's wild.
what would you say is the safest psychedelic? The most daily used safest psychedelic?
Weed. And then mushrooms, right? That's what I think.
You build a tolerance fast, even though microdosing does seem to have some sort of effect.
Yeah.
But you can go day off, day. But honestly, a proper, like, thorough psychedelic experience, I don't think anybody has ever said, "Yeah, I want to do it again right away," except for with the DMT experience, where they blast off, which is in quality, it's kind of different, right? Than the controlled ayahuasca, psilocybin,
Yeah,
peyote, the classics. Even though DMT, they knew about it, or did research on it in '57 already. It's a classic in its own way, but you know what I mean. The other ones are organic, chill.
yeah. Shout out to Shift, the Shifty one. What's going on, big bro?
I'm just chilling, man.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had weed brownies, I fucking I had a full blown panic attack. I felt like I was cratering to the earth.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits differently, the edibles, man, because it does something in your liver, right?
Yeah.
The way your liver
Yeah, it was.
Processes it, makes it hit harder than if you were to smoke it.
Yeah, it was definitely not a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, this chick had these cookies, and then that was so fucked up. I was like, "Yo," I was like tripping, bro. I was like on the floor. I was like, "Yo, this ain't weed. This ain't weed." It was terrible, and then I literally had like that much of it too. Like I had a little bite, and I'm like, I smoked like my whole fucking like teenage growing up, everything. Like this ain't nothing compared to smoking, like. And it was recently too, bro. Like maybe because like I stopped smoking for such a long time, and then I had a fucking bit of that cookie, and it just fucked me up so bad.
Yeah.
Well, you said smoke. That's the thing. You can smoke as much weed as like Cheech and Chong, but if you don't used to eating it, it's gonna hit you hard. Like my friend Jeff, mushroom spore in Hawaii, he used to fucking eat the edible chocolate bars, high powered ones, like all the time. And he would just get blasted out of his mind, but he can always take it though. Most people probably would have felt like they're gonna die, but this guy was, he was a champ on the edibles. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
that shit is different.
The smoking is even worse for me because I smoked a bong the first time to try it, and I literally couldn't feel my emotions for like 2 weeks. It was bad.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Total recall, huh?
Yeah.
And it makes you angry.
Hey,
like
that's-
if you have it and you don't, like I've dealt with someone in my life that, oh bro, he got mad withdrawals and he was so angry, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's just fucked up.
Yeah, it's the NPC trial version.
Yeah, like the only drug that really worked for me was modafinil, but I stopped that a long time ago because it kind of messed up my liver. But it was
neurotropic.
Yeah, it was a nootropic, but honestly, it made me like
your
a
brain.
fucking. Yeah, you could stay up for like 18 hours and not feel tired. Yeah.
Now we got a request shift. From Shadow Beck. He said, "Talk about your creatine story." Classic.
I was basically a strip club promoter, and I was hanging out with strippers, but they love coke. So instead of me fucking up my heart, I used creatine that would look like white powder, and they took coke while I took the creatine, and I had to snort it. And that was I damaged also my nasal septum also with snorting that shit.
Man, you would have been better off snorting some shards of meth. Your nose would have been even better.
I don't know. Oh man, it was crazy back then. But I did try Adderall, and to be honest, Adderall is really good for a rave, like because the music just hits harder, and you want to dance on it. Like I felt like I was super high the whole night when I was on Adderall, but. It's not good for you long term. It really messes up your dopamine. Like, it's bad.
It really depletes.
Which is it's a cousin to Ritalin, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Special K got some. She said, "Shout out to Shift in the house." We got a comment from Look Within. If you look at the letters and numbers on a lot of prescriptions, you see a lot of repeating. And master numbers. Okay. Oh, you're like 33, 22, all that type of stuff. Yeah. And shout out to your wife, Look Within. You said that she made you like pumpkin seeds with pumpkin soup. That's very cozy and very fall, with the fall weather. That sounds good, actually. Pumpkin soup, homemade. Yeah. We love food too. Spice and oh god, take K2. Have you guys heard of that? The synthetic shit. I know Al Code, you got some shit about that? You seen some people while out about that stuff?
Yeah, for real, it's funny. The K2.
Go closer to the mic, bro, if you can, please.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was saying, yeah, the K2, it kind of like was turning people's skin orange.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Orange.
Hashtag.
Yeah,
oh
like
my
their
God.
fingertip is orange.
Yeah. They can get gangrene. They could lose. I saw a couple of patients that took K2, messed up their heart, and they had to get their limbs chopped off. It was bad.
Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No good. No bueno.
Nope.
Damn.
Yeah, I tried K2 one time. It had my heart beating real fast. I thought I was gonna die for real.
Right.
Yeah.
Did it feel like weed at first though?
It kind of tastes like, you ever got your weed and it tastes like perfume? Maybe.
Yeah.
So it kind of had that like perfume uncomfortable hit, but
yeah,
that's it. They say it's got the same equivalent like feel as like damn near heroin or some shit.
Well, here's this. I made this video. I got like 3,000 views on it. Let me show you guys. This guy's allegedly on K2. Let me show you this shit. Look at this brother.
Where you went at? Where you went at? Oh, there you go. There he come. He come. That's him right there. Get out the road, man. Help. Why nobody don't want to help you, man? I ain't finna die no more. I'm at the mirror. Y'all ain't hate on me. We out here in jail, nigga. All y'all niggas in jail, nigga. The fuck out of here, niggas. Fuck. See, I come home, y'all be straight. Hate on me, now you fucking hoe. Going to hell, boy. Go to yourself.
Hey, we got psychedelics in the
Go to
hood,
yourself,
man.
stupid motherfucker.
There you go.
Yeah. Locked up in jail? Yeah. You out here trying to kill me? Yeah.
Bro, it's probably from China too. Research chemical, basically.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Advertisements. Yeah. Endorsements if I want them. Yeah. And they gonna come. You know what I'm talking about?
He sound like his heart is beating fast.
Gonna be up there.
Yeah.
Right. You heard me?
Right.
Y'all already heard I said it.
Right. Yeah.
I told y'all about that shit?
Yeah.
What I told y'all? You know what I told y'all?
Your building gonna be up.
How it gonna be up?
Your
He
advertising.
seems pretty happy, man.
Yeah.
Man, pull up,
Yeah, and if he's coming up with inventions.
Kensington.
Oh, Kensington Avenue. Yeah, that's not a
Oh
psychedelic.
shit. That's a little less happy.
So what's the
Yeah.
difference? Like, teach me, what's the difference between Kensington dope and psychedelic drugs?
Is this Philly? Oh yeah, this is Philly.
Psychedelics are supposed to help you self-reflect and basically, even though they're synthetic psychedelics, they're natural. Fucking Kennington, they're taking heroin, right, which is like synthetic opium, and now they're taking blues, which is fentanyl. Yeah, which is very very fucked up shit, synthetic shit.
Guru Avenue here.
Yeah.
Welcome to Enlightenmentville. Yeah, what is the difference?
I'll be right
Jesus
back.
Christ.
That's a good question, right? Because I'm sure somebody on crack or heroin could probably have like a mystical experience, right?
Yeah, but if after that your body locks your spirit in on the double, unless you
Yeah.
take more of it, yeah, then what good's
Yeah.
it gonna do?
Man, Philly looks worse than the Bronx. Holy shit.
Well, this is Kennington. Yeah, it probably is right now.
This is wild, man.
I'll let it play for a second.
They call it zombie land.
Yeah. This stuff's been shown a lot, though, giving the US a real bad rap. Yeah. So if psychedelic means mind revealing or something along those lines, these people obviously do not have their minds revealed to themselves. Yeah. Chip Slayer.
Yep, kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Should have built that wall.
Kill it.
God damn it. Oh, look at that shit. What's his name again? King Kong.
Oh, King Kong. Oh, shit.
Sorry about that.
He was just straight up walking up to him there. Oh, that's all good. We need to
Playing video games.
Yeah.
That was the sponsor for the second hour.
And the guy on the floor there looks somewhat happy though, taking a nap in the sun.
Just like Oscar the Grouch.
Seasons in the sun.
Who's
Beautiful.
that guy right there?
Yeah, on the right down there.
Is that Spicoli?
That says at a festival.
Spicoli Maxon.
We see some cheek cleavage.
Do we though? I think we could just call it a pants gap.
You know, Blaxican, this is what lasagna loves. You know?
Oh, is it lizards, as they say, prostitutes.
Yep.
Lizards. Lasagna, the lizard lover. Look at this body. The black. Yeah, we know these black pillars, meaning these guys that are like basically incels. That like they think their highest accomplishment in life is getting street prostitutes.
Get out of here.
You know what? I feel like all these people are literally NPCs. They're non-player characters. Like every time I see people like that, I feel like they're just kind of glitches within code programs. Because for me, it's just like that ain't really expressing reality in any sense of any integrational forms of, you know, higher perceptions that we have or integration.
No.
And
Super
to me,
base.
it's just straight up like NPCs.
Okay.
Right?
I think you're right. It's even less than animal. I'm sorry. That sounds so mean. These people are, you know.
They're a waste of carbon footprint. That's what I say.
Right.
Gosh darn it.
But here's the thing too. I see what you're saying, but like you catch these guys like coming down or whatever, or when they can speak, they probably would drop some crazy science though, even though they're NPCs. Because the NPC to me is like they're NPC, but until I start talking to them, because I'm the main character in my reality tunnel, and then when I talk to you, you become part of it, and before you were an NPC. But I get what you're saying. These people are.
But
It's like they're animatronics on a twisted Disneyland adventure tour or something.
the only difference is that they let the director, you know, fully surrender to chaos.
Yes,
Right.
the director. Yes, yeah.
That's what happens.
According to the Egyptians and William Barrows, like all of us have a director in us. One of the 7 souls that we have in us. One of them is a director that plays that calls the shots of your life.
But souls are binding. I feel like we need to get rid of soul.
Damn.
Then what?
Humanist? You technocrat?
Yeah. What is a soul to you? What's a soul? To get rid of it, you got to know what it is first.
Get rid of the soul. How do you do that?
Okay,
First
so
of all,
for
what's the
me,
soul first?
Is that an anti-Semitic remark?
Hold on, let her go.
I'm just
that's
kidding,
okay.
guys.
What's the soul, sir? Miss, sorry. Sorry.
But when I think of the word soil, that's grounding. So for
Okay.
us, that's a form of soul trap. So really, it's non-physical. But if you are aware of something, then
Mm-hmm.
that is no longer an issue for yourself. So being aware and saying, and not saying, I'm an also, because that obviously indicates that you've been here many, many times, right? So we're trying to actually get out of that and move into the bigger form of the bigger brain, aka paradise, and not being, within a system that we have to question or that's not for us and that is working against what we are. So to me, like, I feel like we are a form of transformer, like a form of AI that's transformable, and with, like, binding mechanisms, we have the actual sense of soil, which is, the binding mechanism of, everything that's organic. But then, I feel like a form of soul is inorganic, and it's just a mechanism that isn't physical, and I feel like it is binding, and it is something that if you're aware of, because a lot of the new ages make us be like, oh yeah, soul, I'm a this soul and I'm a that soul, and it's just like, no,
Mm-hmm.
like, soul is the one that's probably binding. I don't know, it's just like a thought that I had, so I don't really know, but it just
So you
came to me.
mean it's not necessarily an individual thing, but rather the overarching reality. It's one thing, that what we call soul, that we experience
Yeah.
individualized as people.
You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta think of
Right.
it like a house. If you're
Right.
if you have a complete soul, that everything acts as one. But there's many
Yeah.
competing eyes dividing your attention essentially and diverting you from the path you want to go. And that's basically the spice of life.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to finding through that, each
Mhm.
on its own, to find that indeed we were looking for the same direction.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
when that's what gives joy, right? When you meet a stranger and you totally vibe. That's that thing.
Yeah, I think body, soul's all the same for me because if you look at it as separate, it's like I can't even put my finger on it. So what's the point of like distinguishing it? I think because most people don't even talk like that, like talk about souls except New Age people or I guess certain religious people, right? We'll have those type of concepts, talk about those type of
The whole
things.
concept is looked down upon by many
Yeah.
religious traditions.
Some people may say it's an ego thing too, the thing about your soul, because like this definition I just looked up for soul, it says the part of the person that's believed to give life to the body and continue to exist after death. Right?
That's to me, I believe it's like the human will. If you have a strong
That's
human
what it says
will,
right there.
then it carries on to the next person.
You see?
And basically those actions can influence that person and they spread it like a wildfire. So thoughts are contagious. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's important. Like, it's important for people to realize, like, especially like you're saying, New Age people, because they get caught up so much. They start not only talking about the soul, but they start talking about chakra systems and whatnot. And all they're doing, not all they're doing, but what they seem to be doing is they just keep on breaking the body up into more and more things, and not looking at themselves as like one holistic thing.
Yeah.
know.
They have to do it in my way. It's doing it pragmatically. It's like you're on this path, complete it, whatever you're completing, whatever mission you're on, and going on to the next one, and don't look back.
Yeah. To the next slide.
Wait.
Yeah.
We are all connected with living and breathing beings. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
come back here, that's for sure.
You don't want to come back here? No.
No.
Yeah. What makes you think you would? anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I only reason I didn't think like about reincarnation when I was younger until I got older when I started learning about other religions and other ways of being. That wasn't even really in my
They got some. They got some.
context. Something
They
that could
got.
happen.
They got some good like theories about like when you die, and essentially you have to talk to an archon that's basically marked up as angel or demon, and they say, "Oh, you need to go back on Earth? You didn't complete this mission." But the
Right.
trick is to say no, so you can go high on a higher dimension. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty interesting to think about."
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier before you came about. I don't know if you heard it about Gnosticism. That's one of their tenets about like, we're living in a prison planet, and those archons will trick you. They will literally manifest into your Jesus or your Allah,
Well, like
praise,
your
Subhanahu
family.
or whatever it is, or your family, and they'll try to get you in that light tunnel, which some of these people think is actually a recycling bin for your soul, so they can keep you trapped down in the prison planet here and farm your energy or whatnot. Yeah,
That's interesting.
Like the white and white trap, and having to see ourselves away from it.
Yeah,
Like
but that could
like
be
the,
even a psyop too, like telling you not to do that. So
like the
know.
Matrix, except energy form. The archons are basically the machines. They want to feed
Mhm.
off that life force.
yeah, this is what like Shadow Buddha with a comment. He says NPCR theory of the archons of Buddhism is enlightening as to reject the light and go into the darkness instead. Yeah, because like in the Buddhism they have these deva angels that overlook humanity allegedly, like the Titans would overlook the humans in the Greco-Roman times, and they would get pleasure. These devas angels would get pleasure in looking at people's sorrows and triumphs and just emotions and stuff, and actually get entertainment and maybe even energy from it. And one of the things we came across are people saying like, don't turn your back to the light and then go to the darkness, the unknown. I mean, all these are great theories, but who knows if you can, what's going to happen when you die, quote unquote, die.
That's kind of interesting what Buddha said, because in Islam, if the Antichrist comes, we're supposed to jump in the fire instead of choosing his heaven in order for us to go to heaven because he's the Antichrist. So it's kind of interesting how that connects in a way.
That's a good syncretism, meaning like seeing how the different ideas and religions link up. That sounds, that's a good connotation right there that you made. Yeah.
But in some aspects, Buddhism, they got living in the now is really, in a way, kind of, when you're really focused on something, you accomplish something, and you're just so happy about it. That feeling of being in the zone, it's kind of like you're in a trance,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, don't say the flow state.
You know what? You know what I mean with To me, it's not a channel. That guy, you should remove the name flow state. It's not really a flow. It's like it's like a broken river channel.
Yeah.
He was like jing me up.
Oh, she was glazing you, channel.
Yeah, I was over at London's like.
I was there, remember? At the end.
You were there, yeah.
Yeah. No, but I wasn't there in the beginning. What did he do though? I'm curious.
It was, but I loved it. Like I love that. Like it was good. Like I respect that. Like I respect when guys do that because that's good. Like what the fuck? Like why be boring? Like, and he was telling London like, no, like let her show, like let her this, and I'm just like, yeah, like I love that. Like that was really dope. So I did appreciate that about him, and like I got a package. And I had this cute little top and little shorts. And he's like, try it on. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. So I went and I tried it on. And he's like, damn, like, he's just like, that was dope, bro. I was like him. I actually like, but like, I would never go on his panel because I just like a safe space. I only fuck with NPC, and London. But honestly, like, I'm telling you, like, I really appreciated that about him. That was dope.
They let you shine.
Here's the thing about
Yes.
psychopaths. They're only nice for a purpose, for their purpose. Yeah.
Damn.
Ain't that all of us though?
Yeah, that's true. I get you. I get you on that one. I was about to say that. Yeah.
No. I mean, we feel too much, you know.
No, not me.
No, I'm nice because I wanted people to be nice to me too. You know.
Yeah.
I guess there's sometimes where I'm in the zone where it just like doesn't matter, but I don't even.
It makes
think
sense
about
though
it,
for the
but-
hive. You know, if
Yeah.
all individual parts try to harmonize, you know, it seems beneficial to the hive.
Yeah.
Seems natural.
Shout out to On Code. He had to drop down quick when main missions, side missions collide for sure. For sure. Yeah.
Real life.
Your best friend, your
Real
new
life
best friend, huh?
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in general, I don't like going.
Like I
on
said,
those
everybody's
other-
wifed up. Dude.
Yeah, I don't like going on those other panels because they like to argue for the sake of argument.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so fucking retarded. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But here's the
weird, you know
thing
what
too about
happens?
what you were saying earlier about letting you shine and all that. Like that's cool. I think it actually builds to the channel to see like beauty, hotness, and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That does for sure.
I really appreciate
I'll
you.
say this though.
Yeah.
No, I'll say this though too though. Like, but they could get overboard because especially coming from where Shift and I used to reside in the quote unquote manosphere, like some may see that as if you let that go on too much as like, bro, I'm not your gay friend. I'm a man. we it can't all be about like the hair, looking at the hair and stuff like that. It's just yeah. But with that said, I appreciate when you do that. I'll own that when you share that type of stuff with us because there's people in my comments that be like, we need more Eternal. We need to see her do 360s spins more. You know, so but we gotta stay on topic as well. We gotta find a good medium, huh? Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. And that's why like I really appreciate, being on your side because from get-go, you've just showed me a lot of respect, like naturally. And I just feel really comfortable like being here with you, like there's a lot of like people that I feel like have like a very jealous nature. They don't want to see me shine. They kind of like almost like working against me in a way, and I can feel it. And I don't know what it is, and I don't know why. And I appreciate people that actually like see my light and want to actually like just fuck with me. You know what I mean? Because there's so much to me. I'm not, so yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Good point.
Yeah, it's a safe space for real.
I was about to say that. Big up for creating a safe space.
A safe space, yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
I won't call me the sheepdog. Looking out for people.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot though lately. Last couple of years. Right,
been
Kings.
It's been nothing.
Even
but
we were
crazy.
roots over there in the psychedelic side too. There's some weird shit where people get the girls. They go. We need more girls.
Oh my
over
god!
There in the other disc, huh? We need more girls on the thing. It's like yes, we know that, but you have to be corny the way you say it.
Yeah,
I
and
need
then
more
these
girls.
These guys helping girls along on their first experience, and like Eddie Murphy said, they just want to talk. It's a classic.
Right.
It's just very,
This is people. Okay?
It's just very, very thirsty,
Very thirsty, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Eternal. You have the Aries. You said your Aries rising. Your sun sign. I mean, your rising sign's Aries.
I'm a Gemini. Gang.
I know, but I said rising.
Yeah,
You're rising.
Yeah, you did my
Yeah,
chart,
how you
yeah.
portray yourself. That's probably why you like to like be in.
The thing is, like, this is me being really, really chill. Like, if I was really about my shit, you'd have to shut the shit down.
Oh, you would, huh? Why is that?
Yeah.
What would you do?
No comment. No comment. No
No,
comment.
you can't say that. We're PG. What is it?
Like, I'm on my best behavior. Let's be
Oh,
real.
okay, yeah.
I'm on my best behavior.
Okay, that's good. You should.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And nowadays, I don't even refer to women as girls anymore. I gotta watch our language, bro, with all the pedophile shit. I'll say a woman. A woman.
Hey, you a man or a boy or what?
Well, most of the female content creators we know, the ones that are not great, I prefer that. I call them as cunts. They're fucking useless.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kuntz.
Yeah, it gets the point across. You know,
it's Dr. Kuntz.
Let's do some lurker shit. Let me see. Let me tell you, it's supposed Eternal, Shift, and Roop. This is my underscore. Hold on.
Those creeps in the comment, I imagine looking like my avatar.
Look at that. Devil. Just for the record, that's not Roop.
Oh, hey, thank you, brother. See, you stick up for me. Notice how this first time I didn't say it?
Yeah, that's not him.
Yeah,
He wishes, though.
Show themselves more. Like, I wish I can just, like, you know?
Check this out, guys. What about this? This is Shift's friend. Yeah.
Stairs with the garage being set up. The stairway was wrapped around, and there was 2 bedrooms
What do you
downstairs
think,
with the
Eternal?
bathroom, and then all the living quarters was upstairs with the master and the kitchen.
It could be
Very
freaky.
strange.
It
I'd
could
probably
be
say
freaky. I like that.
sometime around the 60s.
You like that, huh?
Hadn't been updated
I love
since.
it.
Very, very drafty on top
I have
of
to
it.
admit,
And I was there for
the Panelverse is
so.
better having that type of stuff on there.
She can get
First night,
whipped
I
out.
had to put everything into the.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This was a acquaintance. No, she wasn't our acquaintance, right?
yeah, she was. She hopped on my panels before, but she
Yeah.
was just,
Look at
you
that
know.
makeup. She
It
would
was
have
Look at that
basic-
makeup, she said.
Oh, yeah. I love that shit.
Let's get that playing. You like that?
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah. So what is that? Special K said, damn. Shift, quench your thirst, bro.
Oh man.
Oh,
My
shit.
What's the lady on
thirst is
What's the
quenched.
lady on screen actually discussing though? What is it? What am I looking
Oh, I think she's talking about well, she's talking about a story
And
about
I
a
go in
bathroom
there
or
and I have
something, but the
2
stream was
dogs.
about
One's a male Chihuahua,
the Day of the
one's a
Dead.
female Yorkie. And it
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
dark,
Yeah, but
and I'm dead tired.
I think she talks a lot about red pill stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From a feminist perspective.
Does she have big titties?
That's what Shadowback would say. Yeah. She have what?
She seems like she has big titties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say? So? What do you think? Let's see.
Yeah.
Benefit of cleavage.
Let's see her intro.
She
My
uses them.
milkshake.
She uses them, huh?
Yeah.
It's called booby maxing.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So hey to Romano.
Yeah, okay.
Forgive me if I get your name wrong.
Oh, dude.
Taku,
To be honest, dude,
Uncle Guns.
no.
Let's see her intro.
Yeah.
See her intro.
School of thought.
Well, that's like the only good thing about her, right?
Say again.
That's her only what?
That's the only good thing about her. Like, I wouldn't be watching for
Remember
anything
this.
else but looking at her.
Manifesting is
That's
like
pretty
a
much
tool
it. Yeah.
in your
That's
On
it.
one
toolbox.
hand, I want
Not
to
a magic
criticize
wand.
it. On the other, yeah,
You gotta roll up your sleeves and get
I
down
might
to
have done the
business.
same.
Is this the same video or what?
You
Oh,
can
she
go
was with
look up
Sarah.
cheap, but-
Look at that.
Oh yeah, and Torsha too.
In real life, I used to
Ooh.
get into brawls. To be quite frank with you.
Wow, like fists?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a broken nose from it. Yeah. Yeah. So people.
Oh, why are
using
you
words.
here? Okay, now we're doing some silly stuff. I gotta show you guys, especially Shift and
I
You
clocked
gotta-
out 40 minutes ago, dude.
You gotta. Well, the thing
What'd you
is,
say?
she has another friend too, and she
Oh,
has
yeah?
bigger tits.
What?
Damn.
Well, Torsha has bigger tits, I think.
To get a
No, she
reinforced
doesn't.
spine or what?
Yeah. Well,
I'm
she-
sorry, what do you say, Ruth?
It's all about the fat booty. That's what's up.
Hey, what? You got it, girl. You got it. Hey,
Titties, that's some 90s shit. We're all about the fat asses up in this bitch.
hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
She's not
God,
into
God
me.
bless
Right
you.
there.
But
Now, what do you think about this guy right here?
What was
He
he
used
the
to be called
Benedict now?
himself the king of the black pill. You ready? Let me see.
Oh man, QB.
Hey,
You good, Rube?
he looks like his genes tried to make him Asian. Stop halfway through.
What is he nicknamed? The koala or something like that?
The koala.
Yeah. He's a dating a passport bro. You know what passport bro is? You heard that term?
No, enlighten me.
He thinks he said he is. He said he's very top tier. Well, listen to his voice.
Wait.
Maybe his voice will change it for you. Listen.
Brother, yes. Today we will be talking about the most embarrassing passport bro on YouTube. Says he tries to put himself off as a guru of some sort. He has a long, extensive history of tricking, being deceived, just full-blown crap.
You down?
But I'll let the clips and the videos speak for themselves.
They're trying to date women outside their league, or they're trying to date women that are, which I'm firmly against. There are a lot of passport bros that Medellin is.
You love him?
Women are beautiful.
Oh, cool. Okay, he's good. Okay, yeah.
I love him.
No, he's great.
Women are beautiful.
I thought you meant this guy. Listen to his voice.
Brother.
That's flexing.
Roof.
Oh, man, that's not his proudest moment.
Scopamine out there.
You guys don't know.
Oh, this guy got a dose of scopamine. You know what that is, guys?
Bro, can you turn the volume
He went to
down a little
Colombia. What's that?
bit? Can you turn the volume down a little bit of the video?
Let it go, you said?
No, turn the volume of the video down a little bit.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You don't want to hear that, brother. Brother.
Yeah, he has a feminine voice. Yeah.
Brother.
Is that better?
Yeah, it rubs my back hairs the wrong way.
Back hairs.
Met him at a bar, and then they came back to my Airbnb and thought I
This
was
is a
gonna
story.
have a good time with one of the friends, and they took both my cell phones, 2 watches, my wallet, my computer. Had a report they came to a police, made a police report.
There are women that will turn down money because they're not prostitutes. Again, the girls that I've dated, foreign, Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico. I don't date prostitutes. I don't date gold diggers. Okay, they never ask me for any money. Brother, yes.
What's his hillbilly look though?
He's trying to make himself seem as if he's better than tricking and
He got the hair transplant too. That's how his hair used to be.
lifestyle when in fact
He's a Roganite.
that's all it is that he's doing.
A Roganite.
He's taking serious.
Oh yeah,
He's been
that's okay. He got drugged with not GHB. He was scopamine. It's like in Colombia, where literally you lose consciousness, and some people have permanent memory loss from it. They doused his drink. He met some girls on Tinder allegedly. It took him back to his pad, and they stole his laptop and $7,000.
I mean,
and shit.
QB does some questionable things, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But he tells people to go, like, it's okay to go to Mexico. It's safe in Colombia.
Yeah, totally.
Fucking chubsilly.
What do you think?
Meanwhile, he doesn't speak
He
Spanish.
wish he could rizz up Eternal.
She doesn't speak any English.
How much, if you had to be honest and calculate, would you say that you spent on your girlfriend over the last 4 years?
I don't like what does that matter?
Give me a number.
Okay,
It's all go to the school of thought.
I love 125 bucks.
What does that matter though?
That's the name of that girl's channel we were watching.
20K.
It's called School of Thought. Yeah.
School of Thought. Yeah, horrible.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it in the chat. You know, give her a shout out. In case you wanna.
If you just want to look at boobies, it's fine. Yes. She has nothing really good to say. It's not what she speaks. It's just the boobs.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not hearing
Prove my
it.
point, bro. Just answer the question.
Okay, what $100?
You're sitting here trying to convince me that your
I'm not even
financial
90.
status is not a big reason why this girl is into you.
No, she's not into me because of my financial status. Barcelona, Spain. In this video, you're going to see lots of museums, parks, places of interest.
My girlfriend and I, we checked out Taboo Beach Nightclub. This is the best beach club in Tulum. It's
He's going all
roughly around
out.
1,500 pesos. It's more
How pretty
pricier.
we-
Was delicious. Really enjoyed
Very pretty,
it.
huh?
No, she's not into
He's in Spain. Look at that.
Because he was talking
So the
about
following
feet,
day,
and I
we
was
visit the
saying
museum Atelique here in Tulum.
She don't even speak English, they said.
400 pesos per
And they've been
person.
together like for what, 6
She's
years
not
or
into
something
me
like that?
because of my financial status. We decided to hit a bar upstairs, and we're about to go
I don't know.
on that next adventure.
Google.
Chicken nuggets, veggies here, de pollo, being healthy.
He's a foodie.
No, she's not into me because of my financial status.
But look, you really believe that's his girlfriend? Or what's the point here?
What's the point?
It's
Huh?
obviously a rent-a-friend.
You know what?
That's what everyone was saying, right, Shiv?
You saw the
What'd you say,
gays?
Eternal?
He can buy me food and all that shit, but I would not suck his dick.
Right, but hey, but for a little extra, he could film the whole ordeal and put it on his YouTube.
You know, his girl is not bad right now, but she has the potential to be a mega fatty. Like, it just blow the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
25.
36-year-old man, you are dating a 25-year-old girl who you are able to spend 100 times more money on over the span of 4 years. You're in a long distance relationship.
Damn.
She's not able to see you as often as she would
Lives in
like.
Mexico.
And you think what's keeping her around is her sexual attraction to you? Do you think you're Brad Pitt?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He said yes.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? You heard it, Ruth. Brad Pitt.
You know what?
Armpit.
You don't
I can
admit
tell when a
defeat.
guy. Oh, sorry, Rupert.
No. Go ahead. That was it.
Go ahead. Come on.
I can tell when a guy has good dick and he does not have good dick at all.
There you go. That being said, continue.
I know. I can look at a guy for 1 second and I know if he has good dick, and I'm telling you, he does not have good dick at all.
No, look at her. Look,
Brother.
Eternal can roast, man. That's a good
She
roast.
can roast, yeah.
Yeah, she can roast them.
It's that Egyptian, Australian mix, Italian mix.
Brother.
Yes.
And she's smiling at the camera, just dreaming of the stacks that she's
There are
about to
literally
receive.
videos of you walking women around while you have this hair on your head, which means that this was in the past.
The hair on your head?
You've been dating your girlfriend for 4 years, but you've been cheating on her with pros. There's literally like hella evidence.
Oh shit! You've been dating your girlfriend for 4 years, been cheating on with pros though. You guys know what pros are, right?
What the fuck's going on here? No,
Professional.
like this.
Professional, man. So he's been cheating. This guy's making a claims that he's been with his girl for 4 years. Yeah, he goes on these like video vlogs where he's cheating on her with pros, professional working.
Ridiculous. Paid
Yeah.
agents, all agents.
You know what?
Paid
I've never
agent,
done
right?
in my life?
What's that?
I've never
Never?
dealt with a man cheating on me. Like they wouldn't even have to. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've never dealt with that in my life.
How'd you work that out?
Yeah, because men get obsessed with me. Like
Oh,
when
okay.
when they deal with me, they get obsessed with me, and they would never cheat on me. No way.
Mm.
See, I'm the type of girl that would be like, if you want to fuck another girl, let's get it. Like I'll fuck her too.
Mm.
Nice.
Said nice.
Reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. She was great.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fun. Life is not
Yeah.
about being so fucking serious.
Mm.
But the thing is, it's like, threesomes. It's just too much drama. It's like
Yeah, but the girl will probably know that I'm better at with that shit than the guy though.
oh yeah. One has to be the primary, while the other
That's
one
why
knows she's the bottom
that
bitch.
could with the wrong person that could really destroy the relationship. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but relationships are overrated.
Mm. But you said you've never been in love though, or so.
I've never been in love.
Of course you
and
said
I really,
that.
I really, really want to.
Yeah.
Like, I
Don't get me wrong, they're
thought
not easy.
I thought I
But they're-
was in
they're pretty
love,
good.
but
Yeah.
every time, you know what? Every time, like, I feel like I really like somebody, it just gets thrown in my face.
Mm.
You got to make sure the same amount of care is reciprocal in a way.
Because
That
I love
person's
so hard, but I'm like the most like I'm a giver, like, and I'm a people pleaser. Like, I will literally go above and beyond. Like, I am like the most nurturing. Like, yeah. Because don't forget, like, I have 3 kids. Like, and I've dedicated my whole life to them. I cook for them, I clean for them, I look after them. I've even like taught my son. Like, I did homeschooling for many years. Like, you know, I can be like my little self, but when it comes down to it, I'm all about business. And I'm just like, I have a big heart, man. And I feel like that just gets taken advantage of a lot. And because I have so many good things about me that I can give to a man, they literally just take advantage of me.
I think that you have a lot of good things, and I agree with you on those things. What I see, at least the way you present yourself. Well, I'll say this, though, something I've learned in the last probably like 3 months, that even though like I hate it when people treat me, if I feel like I'm being treated bad by others, or they're giving me criticism, constructive or mean spirited. I've been literally going out of my way to take that criticism as like, okay, maybe there is something there, even if maybe there isn't, and seeing what happens if I do take it, because either way, bro, like people are always gonna feel like you're mistreated unless you flip the way you look at criticism and negative things. You know, easy for me to say like right now because things are pretty copacetic and smooth, but I have to say, like, there's probably some feedback, something you can learn from, though. There's a reason why you feel like that.
Yeah, for real. But if somebody fucks with you, they gotta fuck with you no matter what. You know what I mean? Like, they need to actually like take you to a place. Like, people can give constructive criticism to someone, but like, what are you doing by that? Like, how about you actually like get within that and like actually utilize that and like help that person grow, not just tell them. It's about actions. Like, actions speak louder than words. So you can literally tell someone some shit, but if you fuck with them, like, you have to put the action into words.
Right. That's why it's important to find the right person that wade through the storm, the negative parts.
Yeah,
That's in a relationship, yeah. Because I used to believe in unconditional love, and I have that to a certain extent. But bro, I got to put boundaries up though, and just like my partner has her own boundaries too. Because there's some shit that's like non-negotiable. That's like, fuck that shit. Coming from Shadowback, being open-minded to things is a more positive outlook on life.
Yeah. There's certain things you can't say to a woman, and as a man, you kind of have to take care of things, and basically just plan the future ahead. You know, be a man with a plan.
Yeah.
If she doesn't fuck with your plan, she knows the door. So.
Right, because you got to make yourself a luxury item nowadays. Because women can get it by themselves nowadays, and have their own place and car and all that. So us men, we have to like really make ourselves like indispensable.
Yeah,
you know,
so
give them a reason to worship us.
So when
in
I
relationships, it's about being like best friends with that person. It's not just necessarily putting a label onto it.
For some people, it is.
Like, yeah, you put a label
Maybe
on
for
it,
you,
but what I
huh?
mean is, like, it's more than that. It's more than that.
I feel like women and men can't really be friends, but it's more of like if you have a special connection with that person, then it's like it's kind of
I
like
go back and forth with that.
Yeah, it's like transcendent. You can't even put to words. Yeah.
I've never really fucked with girls and shit, like, because they're just jealous. Like, I only fuck with guys because at least I can get shit out of that.
But that's the thing, though. Like, that's a problem for some people. Like, my wife's like you're Aries. My wife's an Aries, triple Aries. She's Aries rising, like you too. And she had a lot of, as she said, male friends, guy friends, and I can't jive with that. Like, me personally. And it's like you said, it depends if people will fuck with you. That tells you a lot, even when they're doing something they normally wouldn't want to do, but because they love you so much. And I respect her for like changing that shit, because I'm not really trying to fuck with the girl in a long-term relationship that has a lot of guy friends. And I'm not mad at her for having the guy friends, but I'm saying in order to be with me, you can make a choice. either
Yeah,
either be with them or
my wife doesn't have any male friends either.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, once you have that man, that's your fucking best friend. You don't need anybody else. That's all you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, there you go. That's true. But some girls don't abide by that. They've been single for so long that, or whatever, in their own lane motion so long that when they do get a good man, they forget, like, oh, maybe I should drop these guy friends and not let these orbiters around me.
Yeah, no, you can't have guy friends and have a man. Like, that's retarded.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of laugh at QB. Like the whole thing with the prostitutes, and then he has one girl.
Brother.
That's okay with, I mean, it's just like it's corny as shit. Yeah, and a middle-aged guy doing this type of shit, I'm like, dude, like, grow the fuck up,
world, dude. It's fucking Disney World, man.
Uncle said he's back. Her new best friend. You said drop the link for a real one. What's up, Uncle? What you got for us? Special K with the comments. Oh, about cock in there.
Yeah, it was getting spicy in the comments.
Yeah. She asked you a question on code.
Oh, what's she say?
I don't know.
Oh my god, NPC! I literally sound like, what's that guy? NP? What's that guy's name?
Who? HB? Oh God. Yeah, HB Hunter. Yeah. Are you single? You ask him. Go ahead and ask him. Yeah.
Do you have a man? Are you single? And I'm just like.
You said London and NPC are your friend.
Oh yeah. The guy that was on the previous stream when I was on.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. That
was
too
mentee?
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was too much.
Like, he's white though. Like, I don't know. Is he white?
He's a wedo. He's a white Mexican.
Oh, he's Mexican. Okay, that's good.
He's a mix. Yeah, like the great Shadowback.
I like the Mexicans. Yeah, but
Damn, my time has come, bro.
That's why you white nationalists, not you, Rupert, but they're so butthurt because the 6,000 years is over. Uncle, she asked you, are you single?
Oh yeah, I'm single, 6'5", and I'm black, so I'm a problem.
Good.
Let's get it on.
Do you like a fat ass?
You're single now? Oh, I didn't know that.
Man, look here. Yeah, I like a fat ass. Hell yeah.
He's upgrading, you know.
Can you handle it?
Now the question is, are you single, Internal?
No comment.
No comment.
Oh.
There we go.
We're talking about entanglement, huh?
Shut up. No comment.
Did you, excuse me?
Hey,
you said shut up?
You know
Who
what?
talking to?
You know what? The Patreons can get to know.
Yeah. The buy me a coffee.
Starting at
Let me drop that
$5
shit.
a month.
There you go. 20
Someone buy
to
me
join the Discord. Yeah.
I mean, if
there you go.
Eternal
Hit the membership.
if Eternal had her own channel, she could easily get like $5K a month.
Bro, I told her she didn't even have to do the OnlyFans. I said, do your truther stuff, wearing like what you're wearing and stuff. Like, come on, man.
You could easily do it.
Hey, we can make it.
Because you're wasting. I mean, you're just building my channel, which I appreciate it. But if you're doing it, what you're doing here, you can have your own spot doing that shit.
You know, but I told you I can't do that.
But why? But you do this though. So I don't.
Like, it's low key. This is low key.
It's low key.
If I have all my shit,
Dude, does the guy
like,
have his head up his ass or something? Yeah.
What?
I said, he doesn't know that you come on our stream.
No, he'll fucking kill me. I want him cease to exist. What are you talking about?
Well, you got to remember.
You crash out. You put it on the wrist for me. Wow.
I mean, Gabriel,
for yourself, for your acknowledgement.
You got to remember, there's a lot of stalkers online, and we have seen like stalkers for us and stuff, and it's just insane. I can't imagine eternal stalkers.
See, that's why. See, that's why you need to fly to America, and you might as well leave him and come to America with me.
Just saying, somebody just had a vacant spot.
Somebody's calling me right now. Okay.
Who's calling you? The wife?
No, it wasn't. No, it was she is asleep. It was a Discord notification. They have that spooky Halloween shit. You guys heard that?
Yeah.
For their notification on Discord. I thought the phone was ringing. Yeah, so he wants you to go to Dallas Airport and go there. It'll swoop you up,
He has to fly me out.
take you to the Howard Johnson, or wherever they go.
You got any marketable
He said,
skills?
Back
You
to the
ever been with
hotel.
a black guy? You ever been with a black guy?
That's a marketable skill.
Yeah, I'm current. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Are you currently?
Oh, your
with a
man's black
guy?
now?
I'm a what?
Yeah, he shifts. He shifts whatever needed. Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. I said you said you're currently with a black man?
Yeah, like he's Mauritian.
Where is that?
It's an island
An island
of
of
South
Africa.
Wow. Okay, Mauritius. Damn. Wow.
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
like this. Ain't nothing like this black American dick. I'm gonna tell you that now. Ain't nothing.
Oh shit!
You damn near need to fly me out. So you might need to fly me out.
He said, "Hold me down."
Well, I can't see you. All I see is Batman. The fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that ain't Batman. Okay, never mind.
shit.
Never
Yo.
mind, never mind.
Someone trying to fuck Batman. That'll be hot though. You can wear Batman.
Look at this.
Ooh.
It's like,
Oh yeah, you can fuck me like Batman. You can put the Batman on and you can, yeah.
Hey, imagine that suit, though. Yeah, it's this cat.
Ah, I
Mm-hmm.
need to chill. I need to chill.
what does it say? Special K with a comment. Girl, you're doing it already. You get it. I was on my feet. You're slaying your butt. 1,000. I'm told 5,000 each butt cheek.
And that shit, woof. Ooh.
So
My
your
shit
feet.
get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show us a little something. I ain't see it move. I missed out last time.
The
No,
reality
you said
check.
FTP. Like I can't do that on here. Like he'll shut that shit down.
Uncle, you're gonna have to watch the replay.
I mean, you can give him a whatchamacallit, a little dance or something. There you go.
For real, like with my
Yeah, go up. Go live, man. Turn up. Go ahead.
You what? Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. All right. Where did he go? Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd she go? There she goes. Yeah.
We lit, man. We lit fresh and fit. We lit.
Yeah. I guess the internal's enough for a whole panel. Equals a whole panel of
Yeah. Compared
I
to what
never told a lie.
remember what we had to deal with in that manosphere, we had to deal with Scarface. No. What's that?
Oh,
what's that
Shovel
movie?
Face.
Oh, Shovel Face. We had to deal with
Yeah,
the
Shovel
woman
Face.
that looked like Saw, like in the movie Saw.
The Jigsaw Killer.
The Jigsaw Killer, and then McTitty. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah, there's some characters out there. Yeah.
They're all kind of dead though. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of these dudes online be racist.
I mean, a lot of them are just kind of weird. They need to go outside. You know, life is beautiful.
Yeah, interact.
You can't touch grass in New York. You have to touch asphalt at least.
Asphalt. I mean, you got good food here. I mean, good scenery. nice parks. I mean, this is beautiful. Yeah. Of course, you got to be careful of the mugging and the possible crime, but that's the charm.
Just mugging. Oh shit!
Yeah.
What about the Netherlands? Coalition of the Willing. What do we have to deal with there? What do we deal with there? Stabbings. There. You sound like London's old hood.
Catcalling police.
Shout out to London. Yeah.
Catcalling police.
No, no shit.
What?
Yeah.
Catcalling
man,
police.
Yeah, they got this thing.
You can't be
now,
like, ooh.
Honestly, though, first I was just laughing about it because I thought it was like this sort of like thing from this whole woke snowflake shit. But then I realized that there's such an influx of different cultures, like people quite a lot more liberal in their approach to man-women relationships that come into the country that we need people to specifically, apparently, be on the streets for that. So how that goes is that they dress up in Timberlands, teams of two, and the little khaki pants and shit, looking all casual. Totally not. Everybody here would see through it right away. But then
you mean like the narcs? I mean the plainclothes.
They go into nightlife.
Undercover, we call it. Undercover.
Right. Jesus Christ, undercover. So then when they see something happening, a girl get pulled in her arm or whatever,
Where you come in?
Imagine. Then they'll just arrest them. It's fucking crazy.
But in England, if you actually go approach a chick, you go to jail. It's kind of insane there. So
yeah, they just need you to be on your best behavior, and if you don't do it by yourself, they'll just enforce it.
In Australia, do they trip on catcalling girls?
I read you a comment in the back chat.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Because my new
Let's
best
say
friend
no.
was-
Sorry.
Okay.
to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I asked NPC, but
I understand. But before we do anything drastic,
I can't hear.
What'd you say, Rube?
what was I saying?
He doesn't want to see me.
Nah, I'm trying to say it. Don't
That's
listen to them.
absolutely not the way you should take
Rupert
it.
gay. Rupert's gay. Rupert's gay.
Excuse me.
Oh shit!
He has a girlfriend. So there's no fault. Fake news here. He's definitely not gay.
Can't trust
And
the
if he was, I
Australian
probably
media.
wouldn't do shows with him. No,
Show him
definitely
what
I
he-
would.
Hey,
Show him what he
Australians are
missing.
working with the deep state.
I
Yeah.
wanted to put on a little shirt, but no one wants to see me.
Nah, I
What's
wanna
your
say
show? Until say, hey, man, no thirstiness,
Eternal, I'm
brother.
just saying, keep
We
it
gotta
juicy.
chill, man. We gotta keep it.
I was
PG.
gonna show
Yeah.
you what it's working with. Duh.
A twerking. Well, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's perfectly within YouTube territory.
Yeah, just don't.
Hey, I'm just riding shotgun.
Don't be
here.
naked or anything like that.
Nah, she's not
Oh,
gonna
but
do
I
that.
was gonna
I don't know.
and then like kind of naked. That's how I normally do it.
Nah. Sorry, sweetheart. Yeah,
Well, maybe I
that
can
would be.
put on. I can put on something else that's cute, and then
Yeah, put on something else.
We do
Put on.
live love the liberal and giving thought, but not
yeah,
on
give
the
me
live
a second.
stream.
Let me figure it out.
Take your time. Take your
Make
time.
sure you have a choker. That's good. Yeah.
Ooh, I do. Yeah. And okay, just okay.
Yeah, take your
Choker,
time.
Choker,
Take your time.
Choker does it. Yep.
So I want to talk about how the military-industrial complex gets everybody.
Well,
I guess reality just set in.
Yeah.
I believe London is one of the cities with the most cameras in the world. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're trying to install some other cameras of if you're trying to speed or whatever, you can go direct, and they're trying to take them down, like all of them. But Europe has a lot, like a immigrant crisis. But the immigrants or migrants or whatever, they're causing a lot of crime because they don't know what a civilized society is, kind of in a way.
Yeah.
Hey, they probably learned from the colonizers. That's what the colonizers do. They show up, tear shit up,
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Tear shit down. So they probably like, well, shit, people that came and colonized my shit. I'm coming over here to tear some shit up.
Yeah, like with the Middle East and stuff. Really, it's the U.S., their interest of oil and shit. I mean, it's just disgusting. They're killing, they're forcing these people to move,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them from trying to move there where they're coming from. Those
Remember
circumstances.
after 9/11, they hung up all those cameras to find Bin Laden because he could be at your local coffee shop.
And if you go to an airport, you get treated like a terrorist. Literally. Yeah. It's just you body scan and all this other nonsense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
But see, that's the thing.
Take off your shoes and shit.
Them Muslim dudes didn't do 9/11, right? Bin Laden is not an actual terrorist, right? You can't work for the CIA and be having sit downs publicly, pictures taken with Obama, but you a couple months later, the next year, you the number one. Like, come on, man, it don't work like that.
And they can't find him. Get out of here, bro.
There's rumors that it's part of the Mossad agents of we're not going to name the specific country, but it's like where most of the foreign capital is going to. So
if you're saying it, we know who you're talking about.
yeah, Mossad. So it's just I mean, it's rumors. We don't really know, but I mean, this look at how the buildings went down. Usually, it doesn't even make sense. It's like the plane did crash, but the steel beams had enough can withstand a certain amount of heat. But then afterwards, there was an explosion underneath, and it felt like it was set up. And then my mother, she actually was working the night before, and she said there were strange people in the building. And they kicked her out.
You remember
from
you
cleaning.
saying that?
Yeah. So, and she said there were really strange people, suit up people. They were like getting information from the computers and stuff, and then kicking her out. And so to me, I felt like it was very staged. So
Well, see, that's what I don't understand about the white supremacists here in America, right? Because a lot of the shit that you talking about, like take the immigration beef for example. It's white men in control of the country that's allowing these. They not just hopping the fence and outrunning ICE at the boys. No, I live in America. They are giving them food stamps. They giving them apartments.
Being provided all the way.
Completely propped up by the government. But the idiot racist motherfucker sitting in his basement like, oh, the immigrants is flooding the country.
You're so right. And it's his own Donald Trump doing it. It's his own fucking Biden doing it.
Well, they're just part of they're just bought up by the corporations. The corporations love it. Do you know why? Because then if there's just so many people and the system is crumbling, they have to cut basically your benefits, and all of us suffer, basically. And essentially what happens is you work like a slave for the corporations. It's all for the benefit of the corporations. Look at where Trump is being funded, right? He's funded by Wall Street. Same with Kamala, Wall Street. All of them are basically working for them.
They both support Israel too.
Yeah. And
you know what? The irony of the people, like you say, sitting in the basement.
I think we could skip.
Yeah. So,
I can provide some commentary.
Yeah, we can provide commentary. In
the basement.
How's now for the weather update?
Touché.
Hey, play the applause button. Press the applause button. Real quick.
Fuck it, I'll apply. I'm the
Get them likes up.
Yeah, that was well done. Definitely well done.
That's a lot to take in.
Nah, it's enough.
Give me a second.
I appreciate that. Yeah, but you have to remember. I don't know if you ever looked at my channel. What it says on the the description. It says,
Yeah,
"This is for you." I'm paraphrasing what it says. Let me read it exactly what it says.
Beautiful, beautiful. I was about to say that earlier, Gabe.
Yeah. Love you too, bro. Let's see. It says, "Oh yeah, this is a record for you, Benjamin, and your culture of excellence." Now, for some of you who don't remember who Benjamin, that's my heart and soul, my number one guy. Yeah, that's my son. So this is like basically his. Now we do talk about adult themes and obviously twerk a little bit here and there, but yeah, just keep in mind, okay?
It's
that,
about seeing the animal and having fun with it.
Right.
It's basically after like a Toonami from Cartoon Network, and then you got Adult Swim. It's Adult Swim. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is still cable TV though, meaning that there are some boundaries there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people with the resources to really form the culture and engineer society to the point where there's got these keyboard racists in the basement. I think those people don't even associate with nations anymore, and those old school ideals.
Yeah. Can you imagine some of these incels having one of their panelists do that? They'd be like, "Well, lose their mind." No, I like it, but it's just that. Yeah, we do.
I think Jesus would like it too.
There she is. Hey, hello. Yeah.
Jesus
well done.
That's all right.
We had a weather update.
Thank you. Oh, boring? That's boring.
No, I think my life is boring.
You have a beautiful baby girl right there. Yeah.
I know. Besides my kids, my life is boring as fuck.
Well, according to Kevin Samuels, until they're 18 or out the house, that is your life. Sadly enough, not sadly enough. I guess it is hard when you're like I would say, relate you to a wild Mustang that needs to be free, right? But the Mustang has to take care of what they call fawns, the calves, the baby horses. Yeah.
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 I need stimulation in my life. Like I get really depressed if like I'm very stagnant. Like I can't deal with that at all. I can't. I need excitement. I need something. Like I need that, like.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine like a Gemini. I'm talking astrology, but a Gemini mindset, especially mixed with the fiery Aries, you definitely need stimulation. But for whatever reason, God, or you want to say the universe, is teaching you to sit in it and learn something or get stronger with it. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, by the way. Like, I don't mean to but I just I hate just not expressing myself. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I'm wild as fuck, and I just want to
Wait a minute, bro. You were with your partner since you were 16, right?
Yeah, and I'm now.
So
30.
you never really got truly be free, huh? In terms of being single and just.
I've had to do that low key. I hate it because
low key.
Yeah, I just want to.
You're a what?
Okay, the thing with me is that
we got 2 viewers.
When it comes 2 views, see what I mean? If I was doing my thing, you'd get 100 views.
That's okay. It's about the quality, not quantity.
That's the quality. What do you mean?
Oh, I didn't say that, but you're just saying you're just basing success off total number of views. When one person could be like the tipping point to get me where I need to be.
Wait,
no, but I appreciate it.
Curtis gone quiet. I want him to talk to me.
We're talking about some real shit about you first, though.
Yeah,
you know,
tell me.
y'all giving you a chance to express yourself. You said you want to express yourself. Here you go.
Ask me.
Yeah.
Ask me.
You were talking. Like I said, you never really had a chance to be, as you free and no boundaries.
Honestly, I fucking hate it because I don't like to be like that, like I want to just be like myself and actually like have that like forefront. Like I don't want to have to fucking do that shit behind the scenes. Like that's why like I've like for me, I met him when I was 16, but that was pure survival. And
Mhm.
I had nothing. I was like really going through a lot of shit in my life and I was really lost. And I never had, a main foundation. I never had stability, you know what I mean? So my whole life, like I just had to really do things for myself. Otherwise, I ended up having severe panic attacks, anxiety, depression. I went down really negative timelines and, I questioned my reality from a really young age. I was like, who am I? Why am I here? Like, what, and um everything that I thought of, everything that I am was just shut down. And
Mhm.
I was just always told like, shut the fuck up, you're crazy, you don't know anything, you're not good enough. And I just had to literally like, again, for survival, because that's all I've known my whole life. And behind the scenes I've done a few things. I've met amazing people. I was really close to a very famous person in particular, and he wanted to fly me out, and any girl would have taken that opportunity. I mean, he's a multi-millionaire, and honestly, like, I didn't, because I have kids, and I'm like, no, I'm not trying to do any of that shit. But honestly,
Mhm.
as an escape, I
With
was
his
doing
shifts?
things.
He's a multi-million. I don't mean to give up your finances, but I'm curious. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, like I'm only doing this as an escape, you know what I mean? But I've come to a point now in my life, I just turned 30 and I'm like, I need fucking change. I'm not gonna stay in the same cycle. I'm not gonna fucking be doing this gay shit, fucking trying to help myself, low key. Like I can't fucking take it anymore. And for 2 years, like just like this year, last year, and I think the year before, nothing. Like I got out of all social medias because I was doing my thing. Like you know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
but I got off everything. And then just recently I reached out to someone in particular, and now it's led me into this predicament. And yeah, so we'll see. I don't know what my life has in store for me, but I just want to be happy. And I'm just sick and tired of feeling fucking miserable and hopeless.
Damn.
Because don't forget that he has suppressed me and taken everything away from me. He controls everything, finance, like everything. Like I can't shine, I can't make money, I can't do anything for myself. So
Right.
yeah.
That was fucked up, man. Ah, shit.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
That's why
I hope you can find this. I hope you can find the strength to do what you need to do. What do they call that? Monkey. Why am I giving these? It should be the other way around. Monkey branching. You ever heard that term before?
No, what's that?
Tell us, Shift.
It's essentially going from guy to guy, that type of thing.
What? But not that. What? In terms of I'm sorry. In terms of like a long-term relationship, there's a thing, a scenario we notice where a guy might not even know that their partner is wants to leave them until like 6 months or a year before, until it actually happens. Where the whole time the woman was trying to get out of her situation, and a lot of times, like you said, because the partner holds all the keys, the finances and all that shit. Like the only way they can get to where they need to go next is to kind of go with another guy to help them out, right?
That's exactly how I feel. And I don't really necessarily like, it kind of breaks me because I wish I can just have my own. And I've been wanting that for myself. But honestly, like I sacrificed my happiness for my children. I have 3 kids. So I sacrifice me. I put them before me. But honestly, like I've gotten to a point where I was having severe anxiety attacks right in front of him, and he would just like walk away. He wouldn't give a fuck. And I was like, I really like, I was crying out, like, I need help. I need help. Like, I need to fucking like, my life really needs to fucking change. And I was struggling so bad. And then, yeah, and then now I'm fucking talking to you guys. So I don't know.
This is like this thing like where you see in the shows, like where, or even in real life, where there's like it's a little crew we have right on the block, and there's always one hard ass girl that's like kicking with them, that can hang with them, but at least she's good looking, so it's like a double bonus. But bro, sis, I hope you can get your stuff together, because listen, wait, hold on. I hope you can get your stuff together, because you need to be happy, right? But you also, as you know, our children come first. Even though people say, no, you got to have yourself first. Nah.
Well, my thing is like, why don't you just get a lawyer and just cream the fucking guy? You know?
Well, he is really pressing on me. Like, there's many times I'm like, I can't. I need to leave. I need to leave.
Hopping.
And he will throw the whole kid thing on me. He will like, you don't drive. I have the car. I have the money. I work. You just stay at home. Da 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 da. So he tries to like push that on me as like an upper hand of like getting like, what's that thing? Like custody.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a big deal. Yeah. That's a big thing.
So
see, Uncle, this is why we need to be a millionaire with our show, so she could just hop over to chill with you, bro. Monkey branch to you. Over there, Uncle. You still there? Hello.
He's visualizing.
He's visualizing.
He's just meditating. He's taking a meditation break.
He's manifesting.
We don't even have. Oh, he's on mute. Okay.
Look, she's already dissolving. Look, honestly, it sounds like way past two people being actually together with more living side by side, and I wonder why the dude stays around.
I'm just surviving. I'm just surviving, Rupert. Like, I'm not fucking like. It's just.
I understand
ridiculous.
it on your part, but I wonder what makes him want to stay. But
he hates me. He fucking hates me. Like. He even says I'm fucking stuck. Like, he fucking hates me. He hates how I think. Like, if I was to talk about any of this shit that we would talk about to him, he's not consciously on any form of level. He's like 3D to the max. Like, it's very hard for me.
He fully believes it.
He hates everything. He hates me rapping when I used to do my rapping. He hates the music I listen to. He hates how he disses me how I look. He always says I'm disgusting, I'm ugly, I ain't shit. Like, he really brings me down all the time. So, like, what do I do? Like,
you know what to do.
What the fuck?
I mean,
get you some peace of mind.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, you know. And if a person's treating you like that, you know the answer. You know? No one deserves that.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
like,
some ecstasy,
literally, like,
some psychedelics.
He purposely, thank you so much, but like, he purposely, like, he's working against me. He has been my whole life. It's crazy. Like, I will go, like, okay, can I tell you something crazy that's happened?
Before you do that, let's just let it be known that it's becoming a therapy section, right? And I'm giving up our show, our broadcast on the psychedelic elitism to. No, I didn't say it. Wait, I'll let you get talk. I'm just telling you what it is. We're going to talk what it is, man. Because some people, like, they do these dumb shows, these broadcasts where they act like they're doing really something, but really it's just a fucking therapy session. And it's like what do we call it? Shift, misery loves company, like poop sock, misery fest, right? When in fact, but they act like they're sucking dopamine for each other. But we're gonna be generous, even though Look Within probably doesn't want us to do this, and I love Look Within. It's what you need to talk about. This is the therapy session. Go ahead.
Can I say one little thing, Gabe, to you about psychedelic being mind revealing? What is the therapy session? Is it not exactly psychedelic?
Yeah, it is. You're right. Yeah, it is. Being introspective. Thank you for that, Rupert. Who's not gay?
You're welcome. I'll fuck anything that moves.
Oh, you're good. You're fine.
I was just being funny. I wasn't being
Thank you,
like,
Shadowback.
I'm
Oh
like
yeah, but
that.
we still had to address it. Yeah. Go ahead, Eternal. Before I cut you off to say my piece. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to ask you guys the question first before I tell you what happened. So let's just say I'll just say me because that's it was me. So let's just say like you're with me, right? In a relationship, blah blah blah. It's Valentine's Day, right? You come into the room and I'm like sort of laying in there, lingerie. I set up the whole thing with like rose petals, everything, right? You come home from work. So this is like, what would you guys do, right? Like the normal thing.
What would Jack Talcott do?
I mean, he would say greetings and blessings.
I mean,
yo, holy cow, man!
I
I love you, Jack.
Do you have to put any words?
Mindful exposure.
Only no words, only violence.
Damn,
bro. What I would do, I would nail you to the cross on the bed.
Oh my god!
Exactly. So what happened was he came in, he turns the light on, he throws his hat off, he goes, "What the fuck is this?" and then he goes, "Where's dinner?" And he walks off.
Oh wow!
Oh,
classic. This guy is in the 50s. Okay. Yeah.
And that's when I knew, like, yeah.
You got yourself a narcissist. Yeah.
Yes, I was looking for the words. Thank you.
Wait.
Yeah, he is absolutely not putting himself in your shoes.
I was crying. I was like, I went out of my way. I bought lingerie. I did my hair. I'm like, I had dinner ready and everything for afterwards, but I was laying on the bed. I had rose petals that I bought like days before. I kept them in the fridge. Everything.
Not
he literally comes in. Where the fuck is dinner? What's this shit? And he walks like, come on, like.
No, I'm so sorry.
Well, here's the thing. He's controlling your serotonin. I mean, it's a classic. It's a classic cult leader tactic.
Yeah.
He's controlling your your mood neurotransmitter chemical that gives you
your happiness mood.
Your happiness mood. He basically is the puppet master of your emotions.
Yeah, he wants to decide when you're happy. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. It feels so wrong talking like
he's
this,
literally.
I know it feels wrong talking about someone that's not even here.
Yeah.
He's literally. He's literally controlling you to get addicted. To get addicted to abusing you, like you are addicted to his abusing. It's not good.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Anyway, Jack Talcott, can you, if you're not busy, can you please maybe come up for at least for a couple minutes and give us some perspective, because this young woman is in a predicament with her relationship. With her situation.
If Jack can't solve this, then
you
the
mindful
universe.
Exposure.
Yeah, the universe can't do anything. Jack is the master of love.
Yeah. The real King Love, huh?
Find someone that loves me. I'm over this shit. Why did I have to be with someone so mean? Like, he's terrible.
You know how that happens? Because the over-caring attitude.
You chose him.
And caring, and keep.
You were too young, though, huh? You were 16?
Listen to this shit.
Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rip. Yeah.
When you keep giving like that and being so caring and careful and all that, you make the other person make the other person used to you, take you for granted, and this will never come from his side over,
He threw food in my face. Like, I made him like his favorite meal and everything, and he grabbed it and he just smashed it in my face. He goes, "Get the fuck out of my face."
Okay, but you know what? Honestly, that's a whole different story. I mean, that's just disregarding you for a second. That's just crazy. That you have such a lack of control over your. You have to physically. That's a physical attack. I mean, that's just. Yeah. Disqualified. I don't know how to say it. Like, that's not even,
Yeah, but I can't leave. I don't have money. I'm literally broke.
I do understand that. But
I
trying
can't
to have a
work.
relationship with such a person is out of the question then.
Right.
Wait, what'd you say?
Usually I always say it was for the kids, man. But
that is what I said was that having a relationship with such a person with such a lack of control is out of the question. There is no having a relationship there. There's
Yeah.
just
No,
a
that's-
wild,
I'm-
wild. Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
wouldn't even be doing this if I was with someone that I loved. You know what I mean? Like I'm a
Yeah,
very
of
fucking
course.
loyal person, but
Well-
loyalty comes with respect. And like I need
Yes.
to like that like for me, like if once that respect is gone, I can't be fucking loyal to you. You don't like who the fuck are you to me? Like and I like the thing is like I'm not dumb. I know what he's doing. I know how evil he is, but like he's literally a fucking archon. Like he sucks the life out of me.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
as Shift
he's-
says. Yeah.
Yeah, he's controlling what we call the lizard brain, and
Right.
Right.
you have to cut it off. I mean, that's how it goes.
I
Yeah,
just
but that would
don't
mean
know
cutting
how.
off her life support.
in all sense, women do enjoy a little bit of drama in the relationship, a little healthy drama here and there, but sometimes men have to put their, they got to put their foot, like up there sometimes. But when it comes to like hitting or abusing or just that's like he doesn't respect you at all.
Absolutely. And then shout out to let's welcome our good friend Ezra, the real Wonder Woman, our Wonder Woman. What's going on?
Oh, thank you, brother.
What's up?
A resident
And
woo-woo
my
expert.
my own personal Jesus, the Talcotting himself, the one, the only, the legend, the one everyone wants
Too many,
to talk to.
Too
The great
many
Jack
people
Talcott. How you doing?
Too many
How you doing,
people
brother?
try to shut
Good.
Jack down, but he keeps standing.
Fucking Jack's the man, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
saying that.
Absolutely.
Jack, when I saw you, your energy made me get emotional.
I'm telling you, Jack's the real deal.
I tend to affect people. They love me or hate me, but they get moved by me, that's for sure.
See, you and Tommy aren't that different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally started to get
I love
emotional
it.
when I saw him.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, I've become a man of great faith. And what you're sharing, that's a challenge, right? You got the kids involved, you got unhealthy relationships, and you're both being tested. But there's a reason for all things. And I love how Gabriel was, brother, you are, I have such admiration and respect for you, my friend. Because you're
Thank you.
absolutely right. These platforms often masquerade as one thing and turns into this other thing. And
right.
When I tuned in, I heard healthy dialogue about a real shitty situation. What I hear in him, that behavior, it's a self-hatred that's not resolved.
I'd agree.
I can relate to some of it. Well, look at what seems to be kind of obvious. He's hating beauty. He's hating that which he loves. He's creating his own hell and misery, and it's affecting the entire family. Now, for you, sister,
so cringe.
what's
And,
that?
it's because I can relate. Like, there's a lot of cringe that happens with this, with the feelings of what you gave and what you got back and the responses, and then what the end result was. It's okay to feel that way. So just embrace it. And this is important, actually, in the sense of human emotions and evolution with expression and understanding, like, in a tribal or a community sense, we actually allowed the space for this. We gave opportunities for this kind of expression. So when I talk about primal screaming, this goes and coincides with proper mental health expression. So be yourself, but you don't need to prove anything to anybody. So stop, like, and this is with all respect, okay? But stop propositioning yourself, stop posturing yourself, stop putting yourself into some sort of placement to impress others.
No, that's just me being
only
myself.
do it for you. Only and forever do it for you.
I'm
You
being
got it.
myself. See,
I know
me
you are.
embracing myself that's literally being me. Like, that's why, like, I think that's why I get, like, a lot of people might misjudge me, but that's just me being me.
Yeah, it is you. But did you hear what she said? What Ezra was saying though? It's like what I was saying earlier about taking people's analysis, and even though it could feel like uncomfortable, kind of, or not even, it might not even be true, but at least for the sake of this experiment, try to fucking get something good out of it. All right. That's what all I'm trying to show you, or trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But good out of what? Like being here or in that relationship I'm in?
Here, what?
It's easy for me to say this, but like only ever do that performance for yourself. And if he rejects it, immediately see that, like what the guys were saying, it's his, and Jack came in with, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with him and his own placement and his own mindset at that exact time. He's not ready for it. Whether or not it's not that he might not feel that he likes you because of it has nothing to do with you. It never had anything to do with you. It had everything to do with his own insecurities.
Yeah.
Yes, I will, like, when I get ready and I go out, like, he will literally say, "You look like shit. You're so fucking ugly."
Okay, Jack, what do you think about all this, Jack? Like,
so you don't, he's trying to do that to control you. That's a control mechanism.
when you're in a spot, like she seems like she's in the hopeless spot, or she can't even find peace of mind. You know.
Eternal, and you don't need to prove anything to anybody at this point. Like, you are that energy that can uphold. You don't need to prove it to these men. You don't need to listen to that shit anymore. You don't need to prove it to him ever. You've proven it to yourself and to a multitude of people you don't even know who've stood behind you. I've watched some of these women be like, "You're gorgeous. Look at that." So keep that and keep that light, and don't let these fuckers make you feel too cringy, because I've been there. As an older woman, I'm pushing 40, so you start to feel it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hey, and it's a test for you.
Yeah, like, I'm stuck. I don't know where to go. I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I'm literally stuck, and I have to do all this shit to try and, like, make myself happy. Like, I hate it.
My dear, this is why I'm here. Eternal.
This is Internal.
I'm listening.
Okay, perfect, because I'm here to help you with that. The answers are available. You're not as helpless and hopeless as it sounds, okay? I promise you that. And when your mind clears, when you bring your mind to a peaceful state here in the present, it doesn't have to be at this moment, but you'll find some answers and some ideas. You're certainly being tested. There's no denying that. But this is an opportunity. I've heard your confidence. I've seen your strength. And I'm here to help. We are here to help remind you of that. Okay? And in the private chat for whomever, if you think it's helpful, I'm happy to spend time privately brainstorming, better understanding what you're dealing with, and then see if we can find some ideas. Okay?
I'll take a photo of that information. I'll have to write it down. Thank
As you
Yeah,
would.
take advantage of it, Eternal. It's a good I mean, he's opening himself up like that.
Yeah, and I'd say when you stop seeking, you'll be amazed at what you find. I apologize. I'm watching a Labrador in the back, if you can hear the groaning.
He's trying to do his healing work too, yes.
Wait, sorry. You
The
have
lab.
a lab too?
Yeah. No, I have dogs, but I know they try to heal when they feel, discomfort and stuff. Yeah. They know.
And this dog is so emotional. Oh my god, she really wants me to throw a ball, like, so bad.
Yeah.
It's been raining, like hard rainstorm all day, so I haven't like gotten out on my normal hike. But anyway, there's going to be a nice clearing, and so we're going to get to go to the park. What I want to get at is that it's hard because there's these, intense feelings and emotions and attachments that happen sometimes. And it's hard to fully disconnect from that. And it takes time, and it's okay. It's understanding what that was or why that took placement in your life. So, and a lot of it has to do, to be honest, with your own personal past and trauma history and the dopamine loop that has brought on for you. So when you start to see it, it helps. It doesn't make it any less like cringy at times. Like, come on, let's be honest. Or, just raw. But if you help yourself through those moments, you understand like what the purpose was for you. And you're so young and beautiful. Like, there's so much opportunity. So don't let that stop you. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. And you know what is really difficult is that he doesn't even know this, but you know how many dark timelines I've been through? I've been through to actually like I've love you too. I've gone down really negative timelines where I've tried to like take my life. I've tried to fucking just escape from this fucked up hell reality. And he doesn't know that. He doesn't know any of that shit. And he just thinks that I was just like, acting up and shit like that. But it was because of him. It was because of him, and because I'm so fucking stuck. And honestly, like, I feel
he's a lesson. He's a path for you. Do you see that? Like,
yeah,
everything
I
you just
know.
said,
But like,
he's not aligning. He's not aligning with what you just told me with what your pathway is, but he helped show you where you might be lacking. Did you hear yourself there? It's beautiful. It sucks. It fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's literally showing you where you need to take a step up in your life, empower yourself, and fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I hate life.
Right? You got this.
I fucking hate life. It's so hard.
You have that child though. That's the same way. Because think about if you didn't even have your children.
I can't even be happy with my kids. Like, I literally have to fake being happy around them because I'm so fucking miserable.
Well, maybe it is like this. It's like what Look Within was saying in the chat. Like, play with your kid, just like me. Like, I'm on this stream. I've been on this damn stream for like 3 hours, and my son's about to get up. I need to be building with him and stuff like that. So. Yeah. And I'm not trying to like be like big bro you or whatever, but I guess I whatever. But these children are there too to get us on point too. So so that's a blessing. Some of us on this panel can't even talk to their children. Yeah, for whatever reason. So no, but exactly that too. So it's like it's a blessing.
I get angry from him, and then I take that out of my children. I scream at them. I get angry, and I can't be like I can't be.
That's not his fault. You need to separate that. As much as I understand what you're saying, you cannot blame him or give him any credibility in your current life. You need to completely eliminate whatever fuck that power has over you. Literally, everything I'm hearing from you is not, you don't need any of that. Disconnect completely from that. That is not empowering you, it's not benefiting you, and it's not doing anything to perpetuate. If you disconnect, you might be amazed what walks through your door.
How do I disconnect?
Utterly amazed.
I am disconnected though. Like, I don't have any love for him at all. Like, I am disconnected. I just don't
stop with the hate then too. That's how you disconnect as well. Pretend like they told us, listen to this. Listen, hold on. Respectfully. They told this, and this, even though the stupid red pill has some weird shit, some of that shit is good. Like, they tell you sometimes when you just had enough with your partner, pretend like they're not even there. And I don't mean like be rude to them and ignore them in their face, because that's not good either. But act as if you're a single parent and you're doing your thing, and that's like a roommate or whatever, which they already are. But don't get the hate too, because that's just going to make it just worse. So and you'll find yourself, you're like, whoa, why did I really need this person? Because I'm doing all this stuff on myself. But you're doing it in a graceful way because you're not ugly. You're beautiful. Like we said, we're beautiful. You're beautiful. Like you're not an ugly person. That's not you.
Can I ask you a question? Do you understand like the concept of codependency and what that means in a relationship?
Yeah, I've been at it. I was at it for 9 years with my ex.
Beautiful.
On the other end of it.
Let's talk about codependency right now.
Yeah.
Like your partner should have zero to do with your personal energy and your personal attitude and personal like willingness to live. And I'm talking like you can be so deeply connected to this person and so in love with no issue, and that should still not be your purpose.
Peace,
in
love,
life.
friend.
That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And I would love to open the door on that. So I'm going to shut up. Thank you.
No, that's true. Like, because in a perfect world, that is so true. You should come first, but some of us are just hopelessly codependent. Emerge. It's the Scorpio season. The urge to merge. But you can't. I'm glad you brought that up to us though about the codependency because that's a big thing. What's the opposite of codependency?
Healthy.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Cooperation.
What does that mean? Go ahead. Panel.
I said cooperation.
Cooperation. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Cooperative. And
you can still be like that even though he's being a jerk to you or whatever. You know what I mean?
Like, and in your own space. So something I talk about a lot, it's like I do a lot of photography and videography. So I get up in the morning sometimes early and I go do my own thing. I don't need you to come with me. I go solo hiking you guys can see that by myself all the time. I don't need you with me.
Yeah. Jack was about to spit some shit.
I would love to make a meal with somebody and share that connection, but I don't need it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference with codependency, in my opinion.
Yeah, but guys, I can't even walk down the street. Like I go for walks and he follows me in the car.
Let him follow you then.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
What are you gonna crazy. Do? Okay, so that's
that is crazy though. Yeah.
Aggressive person.
It's very controlling.
I mean, come on.
They literally can't.
Look, to be honest, like you just even talking to us is kind of weird. I'm not gonna put it out there, but if he were to come in right now, he'd probably flash on your ass. So
I obviously have to be careful, but like Gabe, like what do I do? Like I literally need to find my people. Like I can't like who do I talk to? Like the fucking wall? Like if I talk to them
you talk to yourself, the inner dialogue. This is what Jack's probably about to say. You have the relationship with yourself.
Where are you at? Are you in the States? Are you in Europe?
No,
he's in Australia.
I was sorry, I was gonna ask that first.
Damn,
First I don't. Is there any sort of like support groups of somewhere you can go with your child? Because that is
that's a good one.
I have 3 kids. It's hard. I don't just.
It's not impossible.
How
what
feasible
I would
is
recommend
it?
though is that you start mentally just projecting that energy outward. Like you just start verbalizing it by yourself, and maybe you connect with when you're outside when you do this. But you just start vocalizing that this is what you are envisioning and this is what you would like to bring in.
Yeah.
I can say more from there. I'm just saying like on a really basic, very spiritual level, that's something that might help.
Comment from Shadow Buddha. Some advice: get a career, job, learn to be independent. Real talk.
Yeah, she got 3 kids to take care of.
Yeah, I can't get a job. I stay home and I cook and clean all day and I look after my kids.
Yeah. You're good at that. Yeah, you're good. We're doing good with the negation stuff. But what can you do though? Let's focus on that too. Yeah.
You can present herself quite well.
I just can't.
Mhm.
I can't go back. Sorry. I just like I can do so much. Like I'm multi-talented. But that's why like I feel so suppressed in my life because if I could be with someone that actually like wants to like embrace that and work with me and build on that. Like I need a man that like I can actually build with and like we can actually have a fucking empire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, a power couple. But before you can do that, like it sounds corny, but you have to have that relationship with yourself. I didn't find my wife until I said it many times here until I started to like stop chasing tail and shit and started like focusing on my health and like getting strong and like learning, you know, and that's when I found her, literally.
Well,
Yeah,
no
but he's all
disrespect.
I've known. Like,
It's
I
alright.
haven't
Just
had a normal relationship in my life. Like, I was 16 when I met him. I'm now 30, so he's all I've known. That's all I've known.
Yes.
and like I'm quite a bit older, I think, than you even gave. Like, again,
No, I
I'm
don't think so.
39. I'm
I'm
39.
about to be 47 in the next week.
Oh, fuck,
Shout out to the
really, dude?
Scorpios.
Okay, all right, brother. Sorry, I apologize.
Scorpio risings.
You fucking Joe Biden's all over the place.
Oh, gross. Okay,
So,
anyway.
just quickly, to
Go
Shadow
ahead.
Buddha, the only problem is I've tried to make money online, but it has to be behind his back, because if I make money and he knows about it, he will control that and he will take that from
Okay,
me.
100%. Eternal, like red flag, red flag, red flag. You need to, whatever you need to do right now to separate in every step that you take
Yeah.
moving forward, you have to.
I know,
You
but
have
then
no
I have
choice.
to rely on someone else. I can't do it by myself, and I don't know what the fuck to
Then
do
we're
because I
gonna
feel
help
like
you.
shit. Like,
Then
I
get,
hate
then
having
I
to
don't know
rely
how
on
you
other
need to do this,
people.
but you need to contact a family, somebody you can trust. I know this is hard. Somebody immediately and separately you can trust that holds an account for you, that we can start helping you in your side quest. And you need to
Mhm.
continue. You are being very raw and real with us, and you need to continue that, because there's so many people
This is not
behind
even
you.
reality.
It's
Like,
okay.
this literally feels
You're
crazy.
not alone.
Like, I literally feel like this ain't even reality.
So
Like,
I was in an abusive relationship,
crazy.
and it was something. I'm 6'1". He was
Like, look at me. I'm
6'4". He was
literally
taller,
up
but
crying. This is crazy. Like,
you're
what's
not
wrong with
alone.
me? I'm going crazy.
Can I please offer something?
Of course, Jack.
Yes, sir.
It sounds like the signs are there. There's plenty of red flags. It's time for you to make a change. That's clear. And I'm hearing wisdom offered. But there's something I'd like you to consider, Eternal, with my email.
Okay. I
You
just have
two,
to be careful with email because he checks that. He checks my phone every fucking day.
well, this is where I'm getting at. Let's invite him to have a
No,
conversation.
no. He will break my laptop and he'll break my phone. You will never hear from me again.
So what about family?
He's broken all my phones. No.
I tell you what, please don't dismiss the offer without considering. It's a new day. Because what I want you to consider is what was already pointed out. You're clearly in a codependent relationship. That means you both have issues, not just him. Both of you have issues that are being addressed. And it sounds like you've been doing some of the work on yourself already.
Yes.
I'd love to discuss with you what we might be able to do, okay?
Okay.
You're not alone. The advice of take this seriously, it's probably time. You know that.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was probably in alignment to meet someone like you to get advice from you for real. And from everybody else. Like, thank you so much. I love you all. And the lady that's up here, like, thank you so much. Like, everybody, like, thank you.
I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna put my personal email in the background and my name, and I'm not sharing this publicly. This is, like, again, for you.
Okay, I'll
But
take
what
a of it as well and I'll write it down.
and what I just want to say with this, honey, is that, like, this is me. I will explore your direct area. I do have experiences. You're not alone. This isn't the first time I've had this story in front of me. And I'm a licensed medical professional. Like, I still have that on my name. And I'm just saying, like, I have been put in this situation before because of that reason. And I think I'm echoing on somebody's ends, but thank you very much.
On a bigger picture too, this is kind of why this situation is evidence that many women, children go through this dependence on the income earner. The man is put in the same relationship with his employer. The employer can be abusive. He's got to suck it up because benefits and wages. So this is what I want to address with the people in Congress. It's time to rewrite the rules, make things a little more fair.
Absolutely.
My mother was in that situation. I watched her getting the shit beat out of her, and she's got 3 kids. She felt trapped. She found support from elsewhere, and she stepped out. And then she became that single mom trying to work and take care of kids. I got a soft spot in my heart for moms.
Our first teacher, our first nurses, first, you know, they literally feed us with the elixir of life, that breast milk. You know.
Let's talk about some of the original tribal like establishments, which were under a matriarchal type establishment, and how women very well effectively supported men, but also helped with a more warrior type establishment. So the men were still able to express themselves in the way they needed to protect the village, but the women were truly in their establishment for support. And there's a lot of echo. Is it me? I apologize.
No.
I'm going to step out. I love you guys. Hey,
Jack, thank you so much love to you. I really appreciate it. And I just wanted to say, Jack, your number on the back thing, like, is that okay for me to ring like Australian, like if I'm in Australia, or like do I need to add any numbers in?
It would need the US code, which is +1. If you're on WhatsApp,
I don't have any apps. I'm not allowed any apps.
It's +01. So any number, it's +01 for for international. Yeah.
That's insane, bro. It's 2024, and this grown-up woman says I'm not allowed any apps. Get the fuck out of here. Somebody call the police on this cocksucker already, or what?
I love you guys. Hey, don't let your light dim, sister. You're just starting to grow.
Exactly.
Thanks, Jack. Hey, Ezra, all y'all. Man, appreciate you.
It sounds like the biggest initial hurdle to me. You know, I'm all practical.
Sorry, Gabe. I didn't mean for this to turn into this.
It was important.
It's meant to be
part of the plan. Do you understand? Like that's.
Yeah, but I feel
don't be upset. I can feel it from you. You have the best intentions. So this was all meant to connect.
Yeah, don't feel bad.
Meant to help you through this, okay?
Feel bad if you don't make that little girl happy right there and make yourself happy, okay?
Yeah.
Then I'll be mad at you.
So beautiful.
Yeah. You're good. Yeah. Ezra, you're fucking legend. Thank you.
Yeah, I got your days down.
We give the flowers out on this broadcast.
Well, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not about that, right? Like, and
I know. We're acknowledging it though.
Like, you and I are on that same page. Like, this is not about eloquent, or I said that incorrectly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not about pedestal pushing. It's not about awards. This is about being there truly for the people that need it, and that's my purpose. And I know that sounds weird, but like. And I didn't know this actually until like the last few years, and it was certain people that like led me into like, oh, did you know about, looking into this part of who you are as far as your life path goes, and there's so many different elements to that. And when I put them all together, it was like, what the fuck? And literally,
Makes
as a profession, I'm a clinical educator, and I found out that in my life path orient, I am a master educator. But it just, and I get this sense from you, Gabe, to some extent. Like, I feel like you're either a gate opener, you're like an 1111, or you're some sort of educator. What's up, Snow?
Definitely a 9. I know that. A 9. I'm a 9 life path. I think that's one of the numbers. Yeah. Like, been there, done that. Yeah. I'm literally an educator in my job. So like, even when I don't, I want to chill. It carries over. You know.
Yeah, that's without a doubt. Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, like I'm definitely involved in.
Yeah.
Thank you for noticing. Like transition, when I go by my Mayan astrology. It's Transformer, the week I was born, and I help people through. I seem to be there. I'll say it hopefully helped them through transitions. And that's why I get all these interesting folks that are at different periods of their life. I see constantly because I'm going through it all the time. You know.
I'm really glad I ran into you.
Yeah.
Right, like this timing. So, but Eternal, it is feeling. I would say the same thing I was feeling that earlier. There's some sort of like divine timing with your interactions with us. So, I would tell you, I'm a 6'1" female. I've shown my lumberjack picture before. I'm in a odd placement because I house sit and dog sit, so I don't have my computer set up. But I would put my picture on. What I'm trying to tell you is like if I was in your personal presence, I would 1,000% and have done this for my friends in the past. Be your protector because that's just naturally who I am. And that's I think why again.
I need a protector. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm just a really strong light individual, and I think that's why I've been attacked from a young age by this man because I feel like he's not even human. He's a fucking archon. And I feel like all of us that have that light and that are not really from here, like we're going to run into these people to really like fuck our lives up, right?
Yeah, subconsciously or not, they're vampires.
Yeah. And I feel like my life is in alignment with higher things. I just need to allow that to come through and just, stay as
There's no
positive as
space
I
for you to
can.
do so. And the first
It
hurdle
just
is to
feels
find that
really,
own space.
yeah, thank you. It just feels really out of reach,
And that's
Yeah.
okay.
You made it through the door because what you just did, like I saw it was maybe about 15 minutes ago. You literally broke down for a second, and I think you've hit or close to hitting the rock bottom, and 100% dissatisfaction brings about real change, and then this is the opportunity right here, this opportunity.
And you know what? The openness you present is actually something the world needs a lot more of. And based on that, I think your chances of success are even higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
It truly is about divine timing.
Kairos.
But the thing
As
is,
you hear
I
the
can't
dog,
do anything. I can't do anything on my own. I feel like, do you know how fucking terrible that makes me feel as a woman? The fact that I can't even like do anything to help myself. Do you know how fucked up that is? I have to rely on someone else like my whole life, and even moving forward, I probably have to rely on someone else. Like it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
You don't. I know it feels that way because, especially with your children's situation, you don't. And I know
I do
it's
because if
it's
I
the
didn't,
society. It's the way we're built. Like it's what you're positioned in right now. If you were set up to grow, everything you already know, all your skill sets, especially as a mother, would already flourish and be accessible.
Yeah. Shout out to Snow, Cheryl Snow. Good to see you, my dear sister. Yeah, this is just our friend Eternal going through some stuff with her partner, and that's really put her in a bad spot. But at least it seems to having a breakthrough right now. There's a lot of good people up here with Roop and Jack and Ezra. Even Shift, like trying to help her out, help herself, because I know you can do it. You're strong. You can do it.
Yep.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a practical, physical reality, man. That's the initial
It's okay
hurdle.
to be over it. Oh my!
Like I said, 100% dissatisfaction brings about real change.
Yeah. And much love to the appropriation of reality and shifting and working through it, but it's okay to fucking not like it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Can everybody just say amen to that right now? Like you don't have to,
amen. It doesn't have to be.
Amen.
The default.
Amen. Ra.
Amen. Amen. Shout out to Jack Talcott.
No, but
I'm coding the
elated
building back in the
happiness.
house.
That was a nice evening.
Elated happiness is not the default we should be looking for. There should be incidents.
Yeah. Only our own ego can justify our fears.
That was deep.
And hate, surrender, and acceptance can allow gratitude to grow.
That was
Shout
deep.
out to the Provo one too. Provo, good to see you, brother. One of the best streams out there right now. Most
We
entertaining.
love Provo, and we also
I know
love
he's a
Snow.
fucking freak, bro. I saw him on that man was playing pool the other day on the live stream. He looked like a combination of a young Jim Morrison and Russell Brand.
Okay,
I was like, what the fuck?
Suave.
Like,
Yeah.
in with fuck, this is gonna. I'm gonna need a minute. There's somebody else, right? Like it's somebody else with Morrison and somebody else that he mixes with. But shout out to Provo because he stands in his own. He
Yes.
represents like a whole other like intellect with this community. We love Provo.
It's fucking ridiculous. He's insane. I was learning a lot from that motherfucker. Like, a streaming beast. Yeah. Yeah. With that said, though, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. I got take Ben to Kung Fu gymnastics right now.
So bring it back
getting ready.
home. Is this maybe why you would take psychedelics?
Absolutely. for the great reset, the personal great reset, right there. Yeah.
Man, this was dope.
That's a good reason. That was our question earlier.
Yeah. Nice people together.
Thanks for swinging back on Code and Ezra, right? And the eternal one. We all love you. Yeah, don't ever forget that.
We all love you.
Yeah.
For eternity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's this? Anna Lewin. Sometimes we have contacts with partners to challenge our personal power, and their role is to push us to stand up to for ourselves and find our personal strength and power. Hey, okay, Angel coming down on the stream, Anna. That was perfect. Right? That's perfect. Right there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Leopard print.
Yeah. Perfect. Shout out to Leopard print. Ezra with the heart.
That's my lady.
Oh, this guy.
I got my
the
group.
Provo
I'm
with
sorry,
the,
just
with
teasing. I
the,
got my
the
group,
tarot
but I
cards.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
MBC, this is honestly, you brought up some really good, solid topics. I'd like to see more of this avenue, and I'm gonna obviously we're already connected behind the scenes, so I'm gonna poke at you a little bit more because me and my friend are sort of expanding our protocol as well. And I'd like to see what we can do where you're in your neck of the woods with my project. If you're interested, obviously
Absolutely. I'm
I
checking your channel the other day too. I'm like, when's she gonna go live or whatever? But yeah, let's talk about it.
Really,
let's
brother?
collab.
Oh fuck yes. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I got you. I'll
just
poke at you.
yesterday,
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Okay.
this goes for all of you folks. Like, let's go. Fuck this shit.
Let's go.
Time for project building. Love you guys. Good night.
Yeah.
Love you.
Good night,
Have
guys.
a good night.
Thank you so much.
And on Code and I are we're gonna go live on a Tuesday. Was it Monday night? Your time,
night.
East Coast time. Monday night. The On Code 24/7 interview finally. Right.
NPC, look
We
what
got
I'm
smoke for everybody.
NPC,
My favorite pants. Yes, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah.
Cute.
I love them. Yeah. Normally it'd be like, nah, drop them, but like, no, those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. I love the color and all that. Those are great.
I just wanted to quickly say something.
Mm-hmm.
That girl, the Anna Lowen, I just wanted to say thank you, and also like, yes, I believe we do have contracts with people, but my contract with him has been expired long time ago.
Okay.
I've been with
Well, you
him
get
for
spoiled
14
milk.
years. 14. 14, that's my whole life.
Yeah, that's insane. You don't know nothing else.
That's my whole life. I've only just
Yeah.
been 30 this year.
Damn.
That's wild.
What's Well, it's gonna work out. Don't worry. Hang in there. It's gonna work out.
Thank you.
Definitely.
That's no other choice.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it. It's funny that Rupert, what is psychedelic? This has been a psychedelic experience, I have to say. Right?
You know what's funny? One might be inclined to simply look at the eternal. You know, but we got to show some psychedelic element here, where the very much enriching.
Yeah.
And I feel for you, and
I know.
damn, I don't know what to say. It's fucking
Thank
messed
you
up.
so much, Rupert.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's so terrible. I deserve so much better.
You do.
Yeah.
And without all the lovey-dovey woo-woo shit you do, you showed that tonight.
Yeah. In a weird way,
A lot of people think
Rupert
being
definitely
open
is not
a
lovey
weakness.
dovey, but he is.
No, I'm more Calvinist, like Protestant, practical. You know.
Yeah.
If somebody's white here, it's me in that sense. You know.
Yeah.
And I
You
say
and
your
Al
biggest
Coda are
hurdle
like
is
that, bro. You guys have
we're
a lot
brothers.
of
We're brothers
love,
to the
but
core.
you guys are very stoic, I have to say. Especially my laughing ass all the time. Get fired
Hey,
up.
we
Yeah.
we can be different side by side and have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Look, but that being said, like the first hurdle for eternal, I'll say it again. It's a practical element.
Yes.
So whatever people want to say about your worth, sure you are, and you know that in your core. It's
So
just
right.
a case of finding a space of where you can actually experiment with being you on your own, and that's gonna be tricky, not in the least place because you're having the care of 3 children,
Mhm.
and you have no how you say that. You guys use each other. It's that dependency they talked about, right? You need him financially. He needs you for the upkeep. You know.
Well, he doesn't give me money anyways. I still get money from my mom.
Well, it's the same thing as what I asked
I'm not
earlier. I
with
don't know if
him
it came
because
through,
of money.
but
Yeah,
how
but like
feasible would it be for you to be in your
I
own
know.
place? You know, that's what I wonder. That's the first thing
I
I
wish
would settle.
I had my own. That's all I want. So I know it's so hard. Like I'm not even with him because he has money. Like he doesn't even give me shit. Like I literally still have to get money from my mom. Like I live like it's crazy. And like people look at me and everyone's like, "Oh, what's your Instagram?" And "Oh, you must be like really like this." And I'm just like, "No, I have nothing going for me. I'm not allowed to do nothing. I can't make money. I can't do anything." And it's fucking so depressing because I could be on top of the world. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I'm like,
Well, look at this. Look at Anna.
Even if you
Anna.
would find out, you wanted to be a librarian, you don't even have the chance to do so to find that out.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Yeah. But there's hope. We have. Look at Anna said she felt the same way. She left. And shout out to Zephyr for showing Anna our channel. She said she left her husband after 13 years. That's a long time. It's almost as long as I've been married. Yeah.
That's a big gamble. That feels like a big gamble.
Justin says, "Come to Dimitri, my brother from the Netherlands." Justin, he says, "Come to Amsterdam." Yeah.
Nah, come to America.
But if I can teleport, I'll be everywhere else but here. But I can't actually get anywhere. Like I can't go anywhere right now. I can't even go down my fucking street, guys. I can't even go down my street by myself.
Guys, we have to cool it down before you jump on Eternal and like try to mount her. Make sure she has her own shit together. Guys are, goddamn. I gotta throw the fucking what do they call it? The water jug.
It's good.
People thirsty. Thirsty, yeah.
Good because like that makes me feel happy. Like getting that from other people, like it's good because it makes me feel like at least I'm not alone in this world, you know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But we love you for many different reasons. We'll keep it at that. And I have to say this, shout out to everyone in the chat, all the friends out there. Shadowbag, we see you. Look within. Yeah. So Rupert and On Code, appreciate you. And here's the funny thing is like I made a little outro as we do here on the NPC the game, and funny enough, it was this from this animation like horror story thing, and it was the girl. I didn't even plan it to be like this. It literally kind of looks like you, Eternal, and it's about this guy from a Twitter story where she's being stalked by a dude, and I put some music over it, so it's kind of surreal. So let's trip out on this shit as we say farewell until next time. Yeah.
Good day.
Thank you. Good day. Good night.
Okay. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Okay. Peace. Let me show you this interesting stuff.
She